And a pleasant good afternoon and welcome. We are live from Hocking College for some Hocking football here this afternoon. Daniel Barnard, Daniel Barnard alongside Tad Steinbrink. And Tad, we're back for another weekend of Hocking football. This is a Hocking team that, they got off to a slower start on the year. Obviously won week one, but then they endured a four-game losing streak. These last 2 weeks, though, they've really been able to turn it around. We were here for that game against Erie a couple of weeks ago when they beat up on them 42-7. They backed it up last week with a 44-22 win over Detroit Community Christian College. And we were here for that game against Detroit Community Christian College a few weeks ago when the Hawks lost that one here at home 27-13. But I remember you saying a couple of weeks ago that if Hocking was able to bring the team that showed up against Erie to Detroit to take on that team, that you thought that they were going to be able to bounce back and beat them, and they did.
Yep.
So now coming into today, they're taking on another very tough opponent in the College of DuPage. DuPage was the 2024 NJCAA Division III champions, and they are 5-2 this year, averaging over 47 points per game. It's going to be a really tough matchup for this Hocking team, but we have seen improvement from the defense. What are you expecting here today?
Well, first of all, this is the period in the schedule for the Hocking College Hawks where they're on their redemption tour, right? As you said, they went up to Detroit, redeemed themselves, a home loss that they had against Detroit earlier in the season. Went up to Detroit, got the big win up at Detroit. Now they're coming back home on their home field. DuPage had to do the traveling this time to Nelsonville. And so I really expect to see the Hocking College Hawks come out here and continue to show that improvement that they've shown over the last few weeks. And again, as you mentioned, Daniel, certainly DuPage is a high-quality team that the Hawks are facing today. They already saw it once, right, at DuPage earlier in the season. And so, again, if they want to continue this redemption tour, which we're certainly hoping they can, it's going to be against a really, really good team here today to make that happen. And so I expect to see a lot more of what we saw in person a couple weeks ago, where we saw the offense and defense working hand in hand together to have what was the most complete game that we had seen in person between, here live at Hocking College. And it's another beautiful day, Daniel. I cannot believe the weather we have gotten on Friday nights and Saturdays here this season.
Every single week there hasn't been a cloud in the sky.
Unbelievable. And I do think the wind's going to be a little bit windier today than it has been in some games.
That almost makes it feel better.
But, yeah, it sure does. This does not feel like a mid-October football game right now.
Last night was a different story, though. Last night was pretty
cold.
chill.
Well, you forgot your jacket,
I didn't bring
bud.
a jacket, but, hey, I don't need it today.
No, you don't.
Temperatures in the 70s, expected to climb into the 80s today with a little bit of a breeze. It's beautiful weather outside, but to your point, definitely not October football weather that we are accustomed to here in southeastern Ohio. You talked a little bit about these two teams and the matchup they played earlier on in the season. It was a matchup that the College of DuPage won 50-33 in Glen Ellen, Illinois. So Hocking, like you said, on their redemption arc right now, looking to get that win back against DuPage, just like they did against Detroit last week.
Yep.
We are set to get going here in Nelsonville. The Hawks will tee it up. They will kick it away. The Chaparrals will return to start the ball game. A beautiful day for football. The Hawks 3-4, looking to get back to 500 and continue this nice little win streak that they have started, and we are underway. Zach Oyster kicks it away. It'll be returned at the 10-yard line, and bursting through the coverage up across midfield, one man to beat, and he will go. An opening kickoff return for a touchdown.
Got two flags back here, Daniel. Two flags. Boy, we've seen this several times for the Hawks throughout the season. The kickoff team just having struggles with coverage. But they may get to start the game with some redemption here with a, holding on DuPage.
It was Nate Foster that ran it back 90 yards for a touchdown, but that will be wiped off, and the Hawks can exhale after that first play. Time to regather themselves and go to work on defense. We are scoreless despite an opening kickoff return for a touchdown, wiped off with the holding call. 13 seconds in, 14:47 to go here in the first quarter, and we are ready for our first play from scrimmage. It'll be Justin Bland at quarterback for the Chaparrals. He's got 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, quick out route to the right. One-handed catch. My goodness, brought down on the sideline. What a play right there from Dayon Gaston, the wide receiver from Florissant, Missouri.
Yeah, he just threw up his hand there and snagged it, brought it down. Impressive start there.
Pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Bland takes the snap. He's going to give to his running back. Pushing his way forward on the left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down and short. Fireworks to start this ball game. An opening kickoff return for a touchdown got wiped off, and then the wide receivers start to show their worth as well with the one-handed snags. Making their presence felt early are the Chaparrals. Now on 3rd down, it's going to be another give. On the left side, Hocking swarming. It's going to be very close. I think he got enough for the 1st down.
Yep, and you can tell DuPage that they're running an up-tempo offense here, getting right on the ball, calling the next play, and they're snapping the ball quickly.
Bland takes the snap, going to give to his back once again, lowering the shoulder and pushing his way across the 40-yard line. Hard-nosed running from A.J. Moore.
Yeah, they're going to test the conditioning of the Hawks right here to start with this up-tempo, very fast offense. They probably have already practiced these plays right in the same order all week long.
Fakes the give to Moore, now going deep down the left side, just a little long for his intended target. That was Ty Carlson.
Had a Hawk defender there, and I can't catch the numbers. This is the first time we've seen the Hawks in these dark uniforms here at home this season. But he kind of fell down, and it was fortunate that ball was overthrown, because if it was on target, it would have been a touchdown.
And now it'll be 3rd down and short, about 3 yards to pick up here to move the chains. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down already on this drive. Bland takes the snap, going to give to his running back. Pushing his way forward. I don't think he got there.
Nope.
He is well short of the sticks, and that'll bring up a 4th down and short.
We've seen all run plays so far to the left, out of the shotgun. Different combinations of blocking schemes there with some zone as well as some power running.
Hayden Janke in the backfield. On 4th down, Bland takes the snap. Now they're going to go to the right side, and he is blown up in the backfield.
Huge stop for the Hawks there. They're going to get the ball in great territory. We've seen it. Every game at least we've been in attendance for these home games, Daniel. We've seen the Hawks defense getting better and better and better, and they are starting to complement their offense. And so you couldn't have asked for a better start here for Coach Moore, and to get basically the ball in your first offensive series on the opponent's side of the field.
They gave up 30-plus points, or they gave up 50 points to this DuPage team in Week 3. Since then, they haven't given up more than 27. Upshaw on 1st down, going deep, incomplete. A little wide of his intended target. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He kind of led him to the middle of the field, which was where the safety was at. And had he kept it a little bit more toward the hash marks, he may have had a better shot there. But that was certainly a dangerous pass to open up the first offensive play of the game.
Brent Upshaw once again getting the start for the Hawks as the signal caller in the backfield. And if you remember, Tad, a couple of weeks ago, we weren't sure how much we were going to see of Brent Upshaw, because Luke Ferris, the backup quarterback, came in as now the 2nd down play. They're going deep again, and that one's a little too long. But if you remember a few weeks back when we were here against Erie, we talked about that game against Nassau in week 5 when Luke Ferris came in and led a comeback. Obviously didn't complete the comeback. They lost 24-20, but the Hawks were down 24-0 going into that fourth quarter, and Ferris was able to make that a ball game. So we thought we might see a little bit of competition against Erie, but Brent Upshaw really stepped up to the challenge and really asserted himself as the QB1. Had a great game against Erie, and he's back out there to start this ball game today. So far, a little inaccurate on the game's first 2 plays for the offense.
Yeah, Coach Moore must decide we're going to air the ball out from the get-go here. It's going to be a third passing attempt.
On third down, he's under pressure, rolling to his left, tried to set his feet, now throwing off his back foot to the end zone.
Ooh,
incomplete,
yeah,
but a flag comes in. The receiver got bumped in the end zone. Upshaw was dangerously close to the sideline. I'm impressed he was able to keep his feet in bounds while looking downfield.
Boy, that's now 2 penalties that the Hawks have really benefited from, starting with the kickoff return that was called back, and now this huge. Certainly that would have been, an incomplete pass, and DuPage would have taken over right there, but instead you get the pass interference. You might have noticed the receiver there, he was having a little trouble judging the football, and that's probably because he's looking back up to the sun right now. The angle of the sun's basically pointing right at these receivers' eyes.
So the pass interference moves it to the 26-yard line, first down and 10. It's a run play. For the first time today, they give it to the back. Burst of speed up inside the red zone, another first down. That was all good on the carry. A good start for him.
Huge hole for the all good. Great job by the interior of the offensive line for the Hawks. First run we've seen of the game for the Hawks. And certainly if they're going to be able to do that throughout the game, they're going to have a lot of success.
So the first play for the offense in which they have gotten some yards. They were awarded the first down on the pass interference call, but 3 incompletions. And now a pickup of about 15 on first and 10, and now they got another one. First and 10 from the 12. It's a give, all good once again. Inside the 10 this time with it, just turning those legs, refusing to go down.
Excellent job by all good on that inside zone. Just being patient, picking his hole, getting up in there, picking up a solid 4 or 5 yards here on first down.
It'll be second down now inside the 10. Not in a goal-to-go situation yet. But if they're able to pick up a first down, there's a really good chance they get into the end zone on that play that they picked the first down up on. Because the line to gain is the 2. They would have to get stopped on the 1 if they want a goal-to-go scenario. On second down and 5. From the 7-yard line. We got
game. Yep.
Yeah,
game.
whistles
Oh,
blown.
boy.
Delay game.
Just can't have that here in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line in really good shape here on second down and 5 essentially. And now you're going to go back to second down and 10.
The Chaparrals on the sideline making a lot of noise as well, trying to back up their defense and create a little bit of distraction. And now second down and 10. 1 receiver wide to each side. Upshaw takes a snap, gives to Allgood. Bouncing outside the tackles, angling to the pylon, reaches, and he's in for the touchdown. Carius Allgood takes it in for the 12-yard touchdown. And the Hawks are on the board first.
Great vision by Allgood. Again, really nice job by his offensive line. They weren't getting a whole lot of movement up front, but they were sticking to their blocks. And as long as you can stick to your blocks, really good back like Allgood, he's going to find a way. He's going to figure out a way to get to that second level, and that's certainly what he did. He bounced out to the outside and found the corner of the end zone to put the Hawks up here to start the football game. Excellent start for the Hawks, both defensively and offensively here, and so we'll see. Let's see if this redemption tour can continue.
Now Zach Oyster out for the extra point. His kick is up. There's a flag. Couple of flags have flown. The kick is good. Now we'll check on the
I think
flags.
we may have had some movement there before the snap.
If it stands, so the play wasn't blown dead, but if it stands, it is 7-0 Hocking with a successful extra point try. Still waiting on the call from our referees. A really solid opening drive for Allgood on the ground. 26 yards and a touchdown on 3 carries. The Hawks and Chaparrals are both headed off the field. I believe this one's going to stand. It'll be offsides on DuPage. That is declined, and then another personal foul called on DuPage. That one, I believe, will be enforced on the kickoff. And it is 7-0 Hocking. A really solid start to this ball game for the Hawks. Out in front by 7, 5 minutes in. Again, if you're just now tuning in, Daniel Barnard alongside Tad Steinbrink, and the Hawks are taking on the Chaparrals of DuPage here this afternoon, and the Chaparrals coming in really solid on the season. They're 5-2 overall. They did have a setback last week against Iowa Central Community College, losing that one 49-13. So Hocking looking for a little bit of redemption against DuPage today after losing early on in the season, 50-33. And they're off to a good start. Maybe catching DuPage on the wrong side of momentum coming into today. Oyster will tee it up after the personal foul penalty at the 50-yard line. The first kickoff was returned for a touchdown, wiped off because of a penalty. Now here we go again. Return started at the 5-yard line, trying to reverse fields.
Oh, wow.
And he's still on his feet
Shifty.
at the 20-yard line. He's bouncing around, but he's not really going forward. He's taken down just across the 20-yard line. And that is where DuPage will start with it.
Deion Gaston there, man, he's really shown some athleticism so far. Really shifty there. He was just trying to figure some way to work his way through that first level, that first wave, I should say, of defenders on the kickoff. But nice job in that case for the Hawks in their coverage there.
So now Justin Bland and the Chaparrals out for the second time today. First down and 10, the ball spotted at the 24-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's a fake give, and a little screen pass just floated a little too far for the intended target there.
Yeah, I was trying to hit a little slip screen there, but a Hawk defender came off the edge. I didn't catch the number. May have been, I think it was Stephen Fox. I'm not sure, though. Came off the edge there and was able to make a play. Forced the quarterback to toss it out too high.
Now on second
deep
down,
here, it looks good.
Bland scanning, just going to dump it off into the flats.
tackle.
Pass is caught. One man misses, and a tackle made on the rebound. Only about a gain of 1, maybe 2. It'll be third down and long.
Hawks defenders are busting it to the ball, man. They're hustling already so far in these first 2 defensive series. It's good to see.
Now third down and 8 from the 26-yard line. Bland stands in the shotgun. We haven't seen him go under center yet today. Looks like he got a Hawk to jump. I don't see any flags. Over the middle.
Oh,
what a catch. Pass is caught by Nate Foster. Going up for the ball.
Oh, we got a penalty?
Well, it looked like
Oh, they actually called it incomplete. Okay.
it looked
This
like
back
one,
judge came running up and called it incomplete afterwards, and we missed it.
it looked like one of the Hawks jumped off sides right when the play started. I thought it should have been a free play, but they got away with one, and apparently that ball hit the ground when Foster was coming down with it. So Hocking catches another break, make that the third break of the day. A penalty on A kickoff return touchdown that favored the Hawks, a defensive pass interference penalty that kept the drive alive, and now that play, and the punt is not a good one. Left it very short, gets a favorable bounce that will roll inside the 45. It just went straight up into the air, Tad, and will be downed at the 41-yard line.
Another great job by the Hawks. You know, again, the official had a much better view than we did. I was too busy really looking down to figure out who it was that made the catch. Again, we're learning these players as we're watching. We don't get to see a lot of video and footage of each of these teams, so we kind of learn as we go. And I was busy looking down at my roster here instead of watching the ball all the way through, and so it must have hit the ground, and we just didn't see it.
And now Hocking will take back over on their own 41-yard line. A chance to go up 2 scores on DuPage here early. A big drive here early in this ball game. Upshaw takes the high snap, gives it to Allgood. Allgood trying to work the right side. He's got some space.
There he goes.
Allgood down the sideline, makes one man miss and hops out of bounds. And Carius Allgood showing off the wheels.
Yep. Again, we've seen this really throughout the season so far of the Hocking Hawks receivers doing a nice job of sticking to their blocks. In that case, Eric Thomas given plenty of space there on the edge for Allgood to get some positive yards there. And again, I'm impressed so far with what I'm seeing from the Hawks on both sides of the football. You can tell this team's starting to come together at the right time.
One game under 500 coming into today at 3-4, but they're on a 2-game winning streak, looking to make it 3. Won last week against Detroit after losing to them earlier this season, trying to do the same to DuPage here today. They're going to give it to Allgood once again on 1st and 10. Able to make something out of nothing, gets forward for about 4.
Again, just the offensive line doing a great job of sticking to their blocks. Even if they're not getting a whole lot of movement, they're sticking to the blocks. It's giving Allgood plenty of opportunity to pick and choose and find gaps. You'll take 3-4 downs on 1st down anytime.
3-4 yards.
3 to 4 yards. Not 6-7. 3 to 4.
You said downs.
Oh, did I say
said
downs?
3 to 4 downs on 1st down. I'm not talking about 6-7.
I don't even know
I
what
was
it
not
is.
going to make a
I
reference.
still don't know what it is.
I was not going to make a reference until you brought it up. But you just had to do it. 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 7. Upshaw dropping back to throw, going deep. Down the sideline.
Oh, what a
catch!
Yes.
On the sideline. How about it? Tristan Baxter dragging the feet. That catch would have been good in the NFL.
Perfect ball. Perfect catch. I mean, you could not have executed that any better. Threw it, Upshaw threw it where only his receiver could catch it, and his receiver made a great catch on the sidelines.
This Hawks team has come out swinging so far today. Amazing play after amazing play. That one, Tristan Baxter. And it's going to be 1st down and goal from the 9. Got 10 seconds on the play clock as they get onto the football. Upshaw stands in the shotgun with Allgood to his left. Takes the snap, a high one, gives it to Allgood. Allgood barreling his way into the end zone for the 2nd time today.
Yes, sir. Allgood is on it today. Upshaw is, he had a couple incompletes there to start the game, but these Hawks are, man, that you could tell they were ready for this football game today. They are getting after it, and DuPage, they're kind of looking around at each other like they're not quite sure what they're facing right now, because this isn't the same team they probably faced a few weeks ago. And I'm telling you, it's not the same team. These Hocking College Hawks have come together over these last few weeks, and you're just seeing tremendous improvement across all the special teams, the defense, the offense, improvement across the board.
Oysters' extra point is up and through. 14-0 Hocking out in front. We will step aside.
Hello, I'm Chief Barber from the Nelsonville Division of Fire here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We're here to briefly talk about the basket program we have here in the city of Nelsonville. Back in 1948, the basket program started to help 14 needy families. 2025 marks the 77th year of the basket program. This is a collaborative effort between our fire department and the York Township Volunteer Fire Department. That's about 2.5 miles from our station. This year, we aim to help over 200 needy families in the community, and every contribution for this program helps.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
Now welcome back for the kick. Oyster gets it away. It'll be returned by Gaston, trying to get through the tackles. Couple of flags come flying in from each side. He's taken down across the 40. We'll check on the flags now. Hocking has benefited from some penalties already here today. In fact, on the very first play of the game, if you're just now tuning in, Nate Foster took the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but a holding call brought it all the way back to the 25-yard line, and they weren't able to do anything. And it is going to be a holding call on the Chaparrals.
And it's a good opportunity to announce and let folks know that open enrollment is now open at Hocking College. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a better career path, your future starts here. Enroll today at hocking.edu/u.
6 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Hocking out in front by 2 scores, looking to make a huge stand on the defensive side of the football here again. Bland takes the snap, fake give to the back. Over the middle, wide open, pass is caught, making one man miss, shedding a tackle across the 50-yard line goes Ryan Horn-Salerno, a 5'8" receiver from Downers Grove, Illinois, making a big play there for momentum purposes, flips the field. First down and 10 in Hocking territory.
The Hawk 46-yard line.
Bland on first down. Looking right side, caught, and sliding down to the turf with the football is Ty Carlson. That ball was threaded
Really nice
between
ball.
receivers.
Yeah.
I thought it had a chance to get picked off there.
Yep.
But he got it right
they're
over.
finding that soft area right behind the linebackers in that zone defense, against that zone defense. And Bland's, he's just done an excellent job in those last 2 passes of placing it perfectly to the receivers.
Bland's going to keep it himself here, looking over the middle to the end zone. Oh, what a catch!
No, he dropped
Incomplete.
it. The ball came out, yes. He hit the ground. Boy, he had it, but when he hit the ground hard, and it just kind of popped right out of his hands.
That's now 2 times for Nate Foster today that he has had what appeared to be an incredible catch come pop out at the end. That would have been one efficient drive right there. Foster was able to bring that down 3 plays in just over a minute. Now the clock stopped.
Chaparrals are just finding some space in this against this 3-deep zone.
A jet sweep for Foster, and he is going to lose some yards. Got hit by a defender, stayed on his feet. If he just went down initially, could have gotten some forward progress and maybe only lost a couple, but they're going to be backed up
Huge
about
loss.
7 or 8 yards on that play alone to the 32. It's going to be 3rd down and 18.
Hawks are short a man. They're rushing a man on the field here.
Lineman subbing in late.
Good timeout.
Yeah,
Good timeout.
Timeout going to be called by Craig Moore and the Hawks. So we will.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
For the Appalachian AI Conference at Hocking College, Explore how AI is transforming our region in health, education, and industry. Learn more and register at hocking.edu.
It'll be 3rd down and 18 here coming out of the timeout. Hocking took their first of the half after a defender tried subbing onto the field a little late. Coach Moore wanted to give him time to get set up. On 3rd down and 18, don't want to give any freebies. You don't want to look like the Bengals defense on 3rd down and 20. Especially against the Steelers.
You say that's, they end up winning that game, bud.
They sure did, but you don't want to give up touchdowns on 3rd and 18. On 3rd down, Bland rolling to his left. Flag comes in the backfield. A high ball catch at the 20-yard line, but this one might be coming back again for a holding.
We got an injured player here, I believe, Daniel. The receiver came down. He may have twisted his ankle when he came down. Boy, DuPage receivers are showing some great athleticism. I know they've let some balls hit the ground once they hit the ground, but boy, they have shown some ability to sky up and get that football.
James Penley on the reception. Got back up to his feet, but then went back down on his own. And he will limp off the field with an athletic trainer. An arm wrapped around, so getting a little bit of assistance as he comes off the field. Certainly hope he's okay. It was one heck of a catch.
It was a heck of a catch, and but as you pointed out, there was a penalty, and so they're backed up even further. And I don't even know if I can count this far. So
you don't have that Ohio University
if you're DuPage here, you're just trying to pick up 10, 15 yards to potentially put yourself in field goal range.
From the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 28. The snap rolled to the quarterback. Luckily, he's able to pick it up cleanly. Just dumps it off into the flats. Pass is caught up to the 30-yard line. Goes his receiver, and that was Dexter Steigel.
That does give him an opportunity. We saw in the pregame the DuPage kicker. He was hitting from 50 yards.
Yeah, he was hitting from 50 going the other direction, though, so definitely interested to see how he fares going.
Well, they're going to go for it. It
way.
Doesn't matter. Looks like they're going for it.
Okay. So it'll be 4th down and long here, keeping the offense on the field after the Stegall reception. Bland takes a snap, fake give, looking to the right, now rolling to his right. Throws back over the middle. The pass is caught.
Yep.
Did he get there?
Nope. Way short.
It was closer than you thought, but yeah, it's going to be a turnover on downs. Pass was caught at the 16. Line to gain was the 15.
Another great series by the Hocking Hawks defense. They did give up some yards there in the passing game, but stiffened up once they got the ball got inside the 30, close to the red zone. And so the Hawks offense is going to take over here, and this is the worst starting field position that they've had so far. And let's see if they can put together a sustained drive here.
They're definitely backed up in their own territory, but they haven't shown any issues moving the football down the field to this point yet today. We'll see how they fare backed up inside their own 20. Initial give, not going anywhere. Allgood, who's had all kinds of success so far here in this first quarter, not able to find any room there.
And the Hawks, they don't huddle typically offensively. They just stay right on the line of scrimmage, and the offensive staff calls out the play, signals in the play from the sidelines. So it's not really an up-tempo type of offense like we saw from DuPage to start the game. It's just they're going to stay on the field. It keeps the defense on the field, keeps them from substituting, allows for the Hawks to kind of control the tempo in a couple different ways by doing this.
2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Upshaw takes the snap, pulls it down, and his pass is deflected at the line.
Yep.
Nice play. Looked like it was number 33, Cole Hamilton.
Yeah, and he had Tristan Baxter on the slant route. I don't know if it was a read that Upshaw was doing there. But nonetheless, he did have the slant available, but the defender was able to get in front of it.
Cole Hamilton got a hand on it at the line, coming down from the linebacker position. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from their own 16. 10 seconds on the play clock. Bunch look to the left, one receiver to the right. Upshaw takes the snap. Flag comes in right away.
Oh, how'd he get
he
out of
shakes
that?
out of a tackle, going deep for Baxter. It is incomplete.
I'm not sure how Upshaw got out of that. I thought he was going to be sacked for sure, but he slipped out of it somehow. And we had a flag thrown pretty much right at the snap, so.
Makes me want to think that it's offsides. I didn't see it, but we'll see.
False start. False start on the Hawks, so they're going to decline. It's going to bring up 4th down. Hawks are bringing out the punt team.
So if it was a false start, why didn't they blow the play dead?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But was that an illegal
It may have been an
motion?
illegal motion, illegal shift, something along those lines. I didn't really see the signal. That
It was a
the
false
official
start
gave.
signal, but I believe that's the same signal for a couple of different penalties. But now they'll punt it away for the first time today with 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. The kick is off. It bounces at the 42 and will take a Hawks roll inside the 45 of DuPage. They're able to flip fields nicely, and it is down at the 42.
That was really good to see the Hawks punt team there. The blocking was excellent. The kick, not the greatest kick in the world, but it ended up getting a really good roll. And so that's good to see, because we've certainly seen in the past the Hawks punt team have their struggles with either the snap or handling the snap or blocking up front. That was all well executed right there.
So DuPage will take the football back at their own 42-yard line. They have shown flashes, certainly, especially on that last drive. A couple of nice passes through the air. They're looking for points. Bland on 1st down, passes it into the flats. It's going to be a rush. There's a backwards pass caught by Askia Bully.
It's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen some variation of a swing pass, or basically just slipping the back out there, or slipping it out to an inside receiver quickly into the flats, trying to put pressure on the defender out there in the flats.
He picks up 6 on the ground. Or he picks up 4, excuse me. It's 2nd down and 6. They're going to give. It's Janke up across midfield down to the 46. That's enough for a first.
Chaparrals definitely like to run the ball to the left. The vast majority of the run plays, especially any type of interior or power play, has been ran to the left.
1st down and 10 from the Hawks 46. Bland takes it in the shotgun, gives it right back to Janke. Up across the 40. Another solid pickup, and his sideline's loving it.
He's running strong, Janke is. And Hawks are having a little bit of trouble dealing with that physicality right now.
A pickup of 7 yards to the 39. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Line to gain is the 36. Low snap, brought down, pass over the left side, a little too high, but it does fall incomplete. Had a chance at an interception there.
Some miscommunication between the quarterback and I believe it was the inside receiver. I think the quarterback expected the receiver to continue up the seam, but instead he hooked about a 5 yard, 5, 6, 7 yards he hooked, and he was fortunate the Hawks weren't able to pick that off.
One thing that I've noticed early on here in this first quarter, the snaps haven't been crisp for the Chaparrals. A lot of low ones, a lot of high ones. In fact, some of them rolling on the ground. Now a pass down the sideline, incomplete. Extended with one hand, but couldn't come down with it.
Really good.
Dayon Gaston.
Really good coverage by the Hawks. The quarterback there, Bland, he went through all of his different options there, and he ended up coming back to basically his 3rd option. And just tossed it up there, tried to give his receiver a chance, but that was excellent coverage by the Hawks secondary.
4 seconds to go here in this first quarter. This play, in all likelihood, the final one of the quarter on 4th down and 4. Bland in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to give to Janke. He didn't get there.
Get it.
Another turnover on downs for the Hawks. Another empty possession for the Chaparrals, and that is how the
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
I'm Chief Barber from the Nelsonville Division of Fire here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We're here to briefly talk about the basket program we have here in the city of Nelsonville. Back in 1948, the basket program started. They held 14 needy families. 2025 marks the 77th year of the basket program. This is a collaborative effort between our fire department and the York Township Volunteer Fire Department. That's about 2.5 miles from our station. This year, we aim to help over 200 needy families in the community, and every contribution for this program helps.
start of the second quarter here from Hocking College. And Tad, as the Chaparrals came off the field after that 4th down that they weren't able to convert, a lot of frustration on the sideline, but I'm also seeing some really good leadership out of offensive lineman Gabe Rosen, coming over to his offense, trying to keep them level-headed, telling them, look, we got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. We're fine. That is some really good leadership from him, trying to keep his team and his teammates in this game in the right mind space. But as for now, Hocking takes the football back, looking to go up 3 scores and really put pressure on the team. What a pitch.
Dangerous.
Able to avoid a sack was Upshaw.
Dangerous pitch, but in the end, it works out well for the Hawks there, picking up about 5 on first down.
It was Hall on the carry. Michael Hall, the first time we've seen him this afternoon.
You know, if you're DuPage, these players, again, the team that they're facing right now in Hocking College is not the Hocking College team they faced weeks ago, and they're they're just trying to figure it out because they may have came down here and taken things too lightly.
On 2nd down, pass over the middle is caught. Working his way up just shy of midfield goes Upshaw's receiver. A solid pickup right there from Riley Hatfield.
I don't know if that's an RPO or something along those lines, but he got rid of the ball quickly on that drag/slant route.
It's going to set up a 1st down and 10, move the chains. Well, starting the second quarter, Tad, we're seeing Michael Hall and Kevin Gibbon in the backfield, giving Allgood a breather after his outstanding first quarter with 2 touchdowns. Hall and Gibbon both in the backfield. They're going to give it to Gibbon, and he is hit right away at the line of scrimmage, able to push forward for 1. Good tackling from that defensive front for the Chaparrals.
That was actually the linebacker, number 53, Anthony, and I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce his name, Oganayi, who was really came up there and stuck the running back right in the hole. Pretty physical tackle.
2nd down and 9. Still in their own territory. Another give, and once again going nowhere. An outstanding play in the backfield from Dante Fort. Able to take him down.
Starting to see a little bit more fire on the sidelines from DuPage. Maybe they're just starting to wake up and realize they're in a football game here against a pretty good football team. And so you're starting to see a little bit of fire both on the field and on the sidelines.
Fort able to force a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 48. Still in Hocking territory. Upshaw takes the snap, fake give. Now on the reverse, it's Baxter. He's able to get up across midfield, but only picks up 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 7.
Boy, when Baxter first got that ball, I thought that was going to turn into something impressive. But give credit to DuPage. They stayed at home on the backside there and were able to minimize the yardage there just to a couple yards. It looked like it was going to be something much more impressive than that to start.
Well, the Hawks just came home from Detroit, and it looks like they tried to take a playbook out of the Detroit Lions playbook. A little trickery on 3rd down trying to pick it up, but they weren't able to do so, and they actually spot it right at midfield
right at the
here.
50, and it looks like the Hawks are going to go for it here.
Yeah, they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down and 8.
This is a huge moment here.
Upshaw taking the snap, fake give, steps up, and he is going to be spun down in the backfield.
Boy, that's the type of play in a game like this that, depending on what DuPage can do here offensively, we may want to put a little asterisk next to that to remind ourselves of that decision to go for it on 4th down at midfield.
And the
Fourth,
decision
it wasn't like it was 4th and short. It was 4th and significant to get the 1st down.
And it didn't look like Upshaw really knew what the play call was. He
looked
confused.
And it also, to me, it looked like there was only one receiver running a route there on the left-hand side.
Upshaw just kind of jogging forward after he took that snap, not really sure what to do. Obviously, the holes were plugged, so he didn't have much room to run. But
could have been a QB draw that they called.
Regardless, it's going to be a turnover on downs, and now they're going to shift Bland into the running back position. He's going to take it on the handoff, roll to his left. The pass is going to be caught. It's a wide open receiver at the 35. Down the sideline he goes. Did he step out? He did. It would have been a touchdown, but the receiver stepped out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Regardless, a very solid pickup of 37 yards for Dayon Gaston.
That was honestly a sweet little design play there, handing it to the running back, and then running back just first few steps making it look like he was going to run, and obviously pulling up to throw the football. Receiver was open, and here's DuPage's opportunity here to put some points on the board, get right back in this football game.
The Chaparrals just looked at the Hawks and said, "You might not be able to pull off the trick plays, but we are." 37 yards. Now Bland, hands to his back, not going anywhere. In fact, loses a yard there on 1st and 10. A.J. Moore not going anywhere. It's a good answer from the Hawks after that big play given up.
So far, for the most part, the Hawks defensive line is winning that battle more times than not on the interior.
The wind blows, a lot of movement early. Flags come in, free play. Back corner, just a little too long for the intended target, but that'll be an offsides on Hocking. Quite a few of them jumped early.
Folks can probably hear on our mics the wind's picking up here as the game goes. It's it's blowing from our right to the left. We're on the same side as our camera. And so right now, DuPage has the wind to their back.
And this was the direction that the kicker Duray was kicking pregame when he was nailing 50-yarders with ease. 2nd down and 7. After the offsides penalty, a little shovel pass forward. Flag came flying in from the side judge. The receiver taken down inside the 10-yard line. It was Stegall, Dexter Stegall. Called his name a couple of times today.
False start for DuPage, and so they're right back where they were after 1st down now.
Just wondering why these plays aren't being blown dead.
Well, when if the ball is snapped, it depends on the timing of the false start. If it's in the midst of the play being, in other words, if it's a split second before the ball is snapped, they let the play run out.
Bland standing in the shotgun. He's got A.J. Moore to his right. 3 receivers also to the right, 1 to the left. Here on 2nd down and 12. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle, pass is caught in the end zone. Nate Foster for the touchdown.
ball came out at the end there, but he had clearly caught the ball. They had rolled over on the ground. The defender was able to kind of strip it out as they were rolling on the ground, but it was already a touchdown at that point. Really good pass there by Bland. Hit the inside receiver on that post route. Kind
Nate
of a deep
Foster.
dig into the back half of the end zone, and just an excellent ball.
Nate Foster has really impressed me early on today. His speed and athleticism, able to create separation,
So we
and he scores there.
go back to that decision to not punt on 4th and long on the 50. Really gave DuPage a short field to work with.
Danny
And
Duray's extra point up and through. 7-point game now, 14-7 Hocking in front.
and they were able to convert as a result of that. Okay, folks, we're going to take a break.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
9 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Chaparral is able to cut the deficit in half from 14-7 with the 12-yard touchdown pass from Justin Bland to Nate Foster. Now they will kick it away. The Hawks will look to answer. Yeah, Tad, going back to your point, a questionable decision for the Hawks to go for it on 4th down and long from midfield. Set the Chaparrals up nicely on their ensuing drive, which led to the touchdown. Now DeRay will kick it away. He's got a very strong leg. And that ball will land at the goal line, picked up. And this is going to be really bad starting field position for Hocking. The Chaparrals all over that return.
65-yard kick.
And the Hawks are going to start inside their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's a situation where if you're the returner, hopefully you just once you miss the ball on your first attempt, just let that ball go into the end zone and take a knee on it in the end zone. But they chose to try to get it out, bring it out. And again, just a series of events happening here, starting with that decision not to punt the ball, get the touchdown, and now this excellent kickoff here, and you're stuck deep in your own territory here, starting at the 3-yard line. And so for the Hocking Hawks offense, they need to get a few first downs here at minimum to help flip this field.
D'Angelo Fuller was the return man. He was only able to get it up to the 2-yard line. On 1st and 10, Upshaw, hands, churning across the 5, able to get a little breathing room.
Yep, that's a good start there, especially when you're that deep in your own territory. You can pick up 4 or 5 yards on first down. Gives yourself a little bit of breathing room, as you said, Daniel.
Clock ticking, about 9 minutes to go here in half number 1. Yeah, the Hawks just looking to get their backs out of their own end zone before they really start to move the football here. Chaparrals haven't backed up deep in their own territory after the incredible kick coverage. Whistles will blow here. Eric Thomas is going to trot off the field.
Must be a uniform violation. We've seen this at the high school level all season long, and now we've seen it at the college level, and I don't understand it. You know, they all know what the rules are. I don't know exactly what violation it was, but he had to get off the field.
Now on 2nd down, Upshaw, another give. This time the Chaparrals all over it in the backfield. Back him up to the 5-yard line. He loses 1. That's going to be 3rd down and 7.
2nd down carry results in a loss of
Timeout,
3
Hawks.
yards.
The second of the half.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, Real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
Well, welcome back, folks. 8:22 to go. This is a good time to remind you to step into your future at Hocking College Career Showcase. Meet employers, discover internships, and find your next big move. Full details are waiting for you at hocking.edu.
Big moment early in the game here with 8:22 remaining in the second quarter. The Hawks, obviously, again, DuPage has definitely gained the momentum right now in this football game. Hawks third down and 8 deep in their own territory. They need to make sure that they don't do anything silly here with any kind of turnover. That's the last thing that you want to see. If you have to punt, you have to punt.
Third down and 7. Upshaw in the shotgun. Drops back in his own end zone to throw. Over the middle. It is
nice
caught
catch.
Across the 20-yard line. A huge
He's still
play.
up. He's still on his feet.
Still
Needs
on
to
his
go down.
feet, but he's going
Yeah.
backwards.
He was losing back. I was like, exactly. You need to get down. He was just trying to be an athlete and trying to get free, but he was losing yardage. I was afraid he was going to lose the first down if he kept going. But, yeah, that was a great catch there by the Hawks.
It was Elijah Givens over the middle. He caught it across the 20, but ended up going backwards about 4 yards. Still enough for a first down to keep the drive alive, which is the most important factor.
The most impressive thing about that catch was him hanging on, because he took a big hit from the safety, I believe it was, once he caught the ball.
Now first down and 10 from the 17. It was a pickup of 12. Upshaw scanning, stepping forward, and hit. Taken down. He'll only lose about 1, if any. But a good play from the Chaparrals defense.
Ball came out at the end, but they called Upshaw down. And last few passes that Upshaw's dropped back, he's seen quite a bit of pressure here from DuPage.
Second down and 10. He officially did not lose any yards, but it does go down as a sack. Just like an incomplete pass, only the clock keeps running. 7 minutes to go now in the first half. Upshaw with 3 receivers to his right. Takes the snap, gives to the back. Down the left side, a little bit of space up across the 30-yard line before running out of bounds. Another first down for Hocking.
Yep. Looked like some variation of an outside zone there out of the shotgun. And the running back did a really nice job, again, just being patient and letting that edge be set by the blockers on the left-hand side. And, you got to give big credit to some of these offensive linemen here for the Hawks, like Christian Cowan there on the left-hand side on that play, doing a nice job of setting the edge.
Another first down and 10. They spotted at the 32-yard line, a pickup of 15. Pass into the flats, caught by Gibbons, up across the 35, up to the 40 before being taken down. Inbounds, just shy of the first down marker.
Coach Moore's offensive staff definitely have their options when it comes to running back, man, because it seems like all these running backs that they put in throughout the game, they're very similar to each other. They're really patient running backs. They're strong running backs. They have really good hands out of the backfield. And so, it's understandable why Coach Moore rotates them all through there, because they all present some excellent skills.
Second down and 1. He picked up 9. Upshaw, another pass into the flats. This time on the left side,
nice.
A little hurdle by Daniel Colburn. Up to the 50-yard line. It's enough for the first down, showing off the athleticism.
So if the Hawks don't gain a single yard the rest of this series, certainly we're hoping they do, but if they don't gain a single yard the rest of this series, the offense has done its job. It's flipped the field. It's gotten back to midfield here. Really nice job by the Hocking College Hawks offense.
This is right where they decided to go for it on fourth down on their last drive. Trying to keep it moving here this time. First down and 10. They mark it just shy of the 50 at the 49. Still in Hocking territory. Upshaw on first down. Into the flats for the third straight play. Lowering the shoulder before running out of bounds. A pickup of about 5 for Kevin Gibbon, and the sidelines fired up after
they're
that
pumped
drop.
up. They knew that was that was a physical hit. Now the defender did end up getting him out of bounds, but that was a physical hit there on the sidelines.
He got put on the ground in the process, though. Kevin Gibbon showing off his strength. A modest pickup, only 3 yards. They mark it at the 48. Just those types of plays that can get a team fired up, get them back in the right direction. Second down and 7. Stepping through the first wave of tacklers. Upshaw on his feet. He got licked on the sideline. Hit hard out of bounds. I don't see any flags.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that was Jimmy Lacey for DuPage, the defensive back, redshirt freshman from Flint, Michigan. I could be wrong on that. We don't have, we're kind of far away on that far side there, but that's the number I caught. Man, regardless, whoever it was, that was an extremely physical hit on Upshaw there on the sidelines. Give credit to Upshaw, though. He's able to pop up and get right back out there on for the next play.
So Gibbon hit a defender really hard on first down, and then the Chaparrals return the favor to the quarterback on the second down play, a pickup of 4. Third down and 4. Flag comes in right away, pass is tipped, and it falls to the ground. Incomplete. Will bring up fourth down. We'll check on the flag.
I think this side judge called offsides on the corner out here. We'll see. Of course, we can't hear what the numbers are. But that's a huge penalty.
They're going to call it a first down.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
First down.
The ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. The football continues to move down the field for the Hawks. First and 10 from the 39. 3.5 minutes to go. 2 to the right for Upshaw. He takes the snap, drops back to throw, steps up, now sets his feet, going deep. And that pass is going to be caught at the goal line.
He's in.
Givens into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow. I thought at first Upshaw was just throwing that football up. It was dangerous. It looked like a dangerous pass to start, but his receivers were the only ones really looking back at the football, and they were able to adjust. There was actually 2 receivers there that could have potentially caught the ball. And, wow. We've seen it time and time again from Upshaw this season. He has a special kind of arm.
Elijah Givens, the MVP of that drive, had the big first down reception on third to keep the drive alive when they were backed up in their own territory, and now he's got a 39-yard touchdown to go with it. Back in front by 2 scores. The extra point is up, and it is no good. Missed it wide to the right, but Hocking back in front by 2 scores. They lead it by 13.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
20-7 the score.
Daniel, that was a 97-yard drive by the Hawks offense right there.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
They started backed up on their own goal line after the outstanding kick from Danny DeRay. Pinned him deep inside the 5-yard line. But the Hawks were able to respond, a couple of big third down conversions.
And remember that offsides penalty by DuPage. That was a big penalty because that was that fourth down? That was on fourth down, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yes. It's either third or fourth and 4.
Either third or fourth, but either way, that was a big penalty because it gave the Hawks the first down and allowed them to continue the series.
Now Oyster
There's something.
will
I'm
get
not
set
sure
to
what's
kick it
happening
away.
here.
And some rowdy fans down here on the sideline that were just told to keep it moving. Not sure if that's still what's being talked about here.
Yeah.
He's still over at the bench. You need to call security. Just call the police.
There's a security issue or something along those lines. I'm not sure, but
There was a fan of Hocking that
no, I don't think it was Hocking. I think it's a DuPage fan.
one of their fans, one of DuPage's fans, turned around and asked for somebody to be removed because they were taunting the DuPage team as they came off the sideline, and now that fan
Looks like a Hocking coach is coming all the way over to talk to that fan.
Coach Moore trying to be very professional about it, but asked the fan to leave the premises. He was jumping around and filming as he was talking to that DuPage team as they came off the sideline.
How about that, Coach Moore coming all the way across the field, and he's going to take care of the situation himself and talk to the gentleman there that obviously is causing some issues, and I think we have it resolved here. But nonetheless, the Hawks have really been impressive here. Again, DuPage, they were able to kind of gain some momentum there midway, or at least to the start of the second quarter. But that 97-yard drive right there by the Hawks is one of those things that certainly when you look back at this season, if the Hawks are able to go on and win this game and continue this redemption tour, they're going to look at that 97-yard drive as a huge highlight of the season.
No doubt about that one. Puts them out in front by 2 scores once again. 20-7 the score after the extra point was missed. The operation looked smooth. Zach Oyster just hooked it to the right.
Hawks will kick from the 35-yard line.
And now he will kick it away. Has it teed up at the 35. Back deep to return, Nate Foster. As well as, I believe, Ethan Middleton. The kick is away, and it'll be Foster. From the left side, he'll begin his return, trying to get through the first wave of tacklers. He's up across the 40. Gonna be really good starting field position before he's taken down, and a flag flies in late.
Oyster 17-yard return.
Shenanigans after the play. We'll see who this goes on.
Shenanigans. I didn't know folks your age just knew what that word meant.
I've heard the word once or twice.
Probably for me, yeah. This is a good time to remind. This is a good time to remind folks that open enrollment is now open at Hocking College. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a better career path, your future starts here. Enroll today at hocking.edu/u. And we always look forward to having these games, don't we, Daniel? Coming here and being on this beautiful campus of Hocking College. This is probably the latest I've ever seen in October. The leaves are still mostly green here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
We've had such a warm late summer, sunny, very sunny late summer, and so these leaves are just hanging on to their green this season.
Those shenanigans, I believe, were offsetting. So DuPage will start with it just across the 40.
Nice
a pass
job.
tipped at the line, and it's going to fall incomplete. New quarterback into the game. It's Askia Bully.
Yeah, really nice job there by Ernest Franklin, who we've seen him make several plays throughout the season there from the defensive end position. Just a really athletic type of player there on the edge.
2nd down and 10. Bully takes the snap, read option. Right through the middle he goes, up to midfield. Taken down short of the line to gain. The Chaparrals were wanting a late hit there as he went to the ground, didn't get it. He's taken down at the 49. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.
So 3rd down definitely manageable here for DuPage. Hawks look like they're set up in a zone defense.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Snapped, it looked like it surprised Bully.
Illegal
Flags
shift.
come in.
Illegal shift by DuPage. They weren't set.
He picked up enough for the first down after taking it himself, but this one we believe is going to be coming back.
Either illegal shift or illegal motion, one or the other. You had one guy moving. I don't know if there's another guy moving, but definitely one guy was moving, and he was moving forward when the ball was snapped.
Flags came in immediately.
So this is an interesting moment here for the DuPage staff to decide here on now third and what's going to be about 9 or so midfield, whether or not they're going to go for it. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Boy, if the Hawks can get a stop right here and get the ball right around midfield with 2:16 left.
Well, and if this is an incomplete pass, they're still going to have the 2-minute warning at their disposal. We'll see if the Chaparrals decide to keep this on the ground. They won't. They'll go through the air. That is Bland back in the game at quarterback. His pass is caught by the big tight end up to the 49, but taken down.
Yeah, I kind of misspoke there. The penalty, it remained third down. So now it's fourth down.
The clock runs to the 2-minute warning. Fourth down coming up after the timeout.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
So again, I was a little off there on my down marker. But now is fourth down, so it is basically that situation I described. 4th and 4 for DuPage. I'm guessing they're probably going to go for it, and if the Hawks are able to get the stop and get the ball back right around midfield with just under 2 minutes at that point, it'll be under 2 minutes. Plenty of time for them to perhaps put some more points on the board before the half. And this has certainly been a very entertaining first half of football.
Hocking only has 1 timeout remaining. They've already called 2 of them here in this first half. So it is going to be 4th down and 4. And it looks like the offense is staying on the field. Right around midfield, this is a massive play here in this first half, because if the Chaparrals aren't able to convert and Hocking takes back over in plus territory, they've got a chance to make this a 3-score game before half. Bland looking over to the sideline to get the play call or
Hawks
get
look
direction.
like they might be bringing pressure. Oh, they're dropping back now.
3 receivers to the right. Bland takes the snap, gives to the back. He's got enough for the first down. Flipped down to the 41.
The Hawks
that was A.J. Moore.
The Hawks did end up bringing some pressure, brought the linebacker, but in the wrong gap, unfortunately, for the Hawks. And the running back did a nice job of hitting the wide open hole, picking up the first down.
First down and 10 now from the 42. Bland, few steps to his right. Pass is incomplete. The receiver Gaston hit immediately, not able to haul it in.
We've seen this really throughout the game. Again, you can tell DuPage receivers, they're really athletic, good receivers, run really nice routes. But the Hawks defenders, give them credit. These defensive backs are right there all the time, you know, at least making it tough on these receivers to bring the ball in.
Second down and 10. Clock stopped at 1:35. Fake give to the back. Bland looking over the left side. Pass is caught with room to run. Gaston down the left sideline trying to cut back to the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at the 14-yard line.
2 Hawks defenders kind of ran into each other over the middle there. That basically dig route or drag route that the receiver was running for DuPage. The 2 Hawks defenders ran into each other. One fell down and one had to jump over the other, and that basically gave the space to the receiver to be able to convert the first down. Big play for DuPage now, and they're sitting pretty here right on the 15-yard line.
I believe we got a timeout called on the field by one of the teams. I would imagine it would be DuPage calling the timeout. With 1 minute and 25 seconds to go, you get the feeling that this is a must-score type of mentality for DuPage here before the half, trying to cut this deficit to one score as they got the football first. So Hocking's going to get the ball coming out of half, and if they get that football after halftime and they're able to go up 3 scores, that can a
Look
lot
at
of
that
times.
college staff taking care of us with some Domino's pizza. Boy, I tell you, we getting well taken care of here, Daniel.
Lots of pizza for us in the last
They-
24 hours.
They see a feller like me, and they know he needs the fed, right?
We're eating good up here. But if Hocking's able to get that ball out of half and go up by 3 scores, that can start to feel insurmountable for a team, especially on the road.
Unbalanced. They shift to an unbalance right here.
Bland takes the snap. He gives to Bully. Bully on the right side, inside the 10, angling to the pylon. He is not in, just short of the goal line. And
Just short.
honestly, that might be more beneficial to
Yeah,
DuPage to
good
keep
call.
the clock running.
Good call, Daniel. Absolutely.
You saw the sideline over here for DuPage trying to signal for a touchdown. That even though they didn't get in, they're stopped on the 1, and they can wind 40 seconds off this clock and not give
Right.
Hocking time with the football in their hands. I wouldn't have been surprised to see a timeout called by Coach Moore there, unless he called his timeout just a minute ago. I just didn't see
And
who
Coach,
called it.
yeah, and Coach Ron is in no hurry to call this next play because he doesn't want to give the Hawks any time to work with if they do score here.
And it is first down.
He's gonna go ahead
Timeout,
and
yeah,
take a
timeout's
timeout.
going to be used here by DuPage.
Yep.
And do you almost see them maybe taking a knee on this first
No,
down
no,
play
no,
coming
you never
out
do
here?
That.
No?
You never assume the touchdown. Yeah, you never assume the touchdown. You're still going to try to score here, and then you just deal with whatever happens after. 38 seconds left on the halftime clock, before the half, I should say. 38 seconds is not a whole lot to work with for anyone, for any offense. But no, you don't. You never assume the touchdown. There's just too many things that can happen, Daniel, with a snap and handoff, and maybe somebody slips through a gap, a defender slips through the gap and hits the running back in the backfield. Next thing you know, the ball's on the ground, right? And so you're always going to go for the touchdown in this situation. But this is a good opportunity again to remind folks that you can join us November 5th for the Appalachian AI Conference at Hocking College. Explore how AI is transforming our region in health, education, and industry. Learn more and register now at hocking.edu.
This wind is kicking with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. It is first down and goal from the 1. DuPage looking to make it a 1-score game before the half. Bland stands in the shotgun alone. Now they're going to motion some guys. He's got Moore behind him in the backfield. Takes the snap, going to give. It's Moore, and he is hit in the backfield. There you go, Tad, taken down. There's a flag down on the sideline.
Got a flag, got a loss of yards there in the backfield, tackle in the backfield, and false start it looks like.
False start on the offense.
Yep.
Move us back
And
to
so, that's why you never assume you're going to score because anything like that can happen. And the Hawks were able to shoot the gap. Even if they don't get the false start, it's still going to be, and probably I bet you Coach Moore's thinking about this,
first and goal.
whether or not to accept the penalty. And he is. He's going to accept, which I think is the right decision because, again, that's just a few more yards away from the end zone. It's going to be first or second down, not a whole lot of a difference there in downs in this situation with only 25 seconds left.
Clock runs, about 20 seconds to go. A fade route, back shoulder.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete.
Wow, that was a beautiful pass. Kind of ran a little pick route there. The receiver just kind of got in the way.
Incomplete pass.
The outside receiver got in the way of the inside defender. Wasn't a penalty. Certainly wasn't offensive pass interference or anything along those lines. Just really well executed routes and a really nice ball. That ball should have been caught.
Had 2 hands on it in the end zone, did Gaston. Couldn't come down with it. Now second down and goal from the 6. Bland motions Moore to his right. Takes the snap, looking to throw, going right
Same
back
thing.
to Gaston, and he
Yep.
is in.
Confusion in the secondary. They were supposed to switch off there, I believe, in the secondary. They went right back to a very similar type of play where the outside receiver runs inside and the inside receiver runs outside. It almost acts as a pick, and there was confusion. I think they were supposed to switch off, and it just led to the touchdown. And so that's obviously a huge play here right before the half for DuPage to get right back into within a one-score game.
Danny DeRay for the extra point. A lot of jumping there early. Flags come flying in, blowing the play dead. It's going to be a false start on the Chaparrals. That'll back them up 5.
False start call on the Chaparrals.
They've had their issues with false starts and illegal shifts and all kinds of things here throughout this first half.
The score right now, 20-13. Hocking has put the ball in the end zone 3 times, 2 for 3 on extra points. The Chaparrals have put it in the end zone twice, both through the air. 1 for 1 on extra points, now trying to make it 2 for 2 in a 6-point game before the half. This is a 25-yard extra point try. DeRay was hitting from 50 pregame. This should be rather easy for him. The kick is up, and it is through. A 6-point game with 12 seconds to go in the first half. The touchdown pass from Justin Bland to Dayon Gaston from 6 yards out. And we'll keep it right here through the rest of the half. Tad, what have you seen that stood out to you from both sides here in this first half so far?
These are 2 really good football teams. They're both good football teams. I know, Hocking's record doesn't necessarily reflect that, but again, what we've seen from Hocking College over the last few weeks is Coach Moore is finding his players. He's finding the right formula. And, again, we've talked about this. It's tough when you're dealing with mostly freshmen, mostly first-year players coming in. It takes some time to develop that and figure that out. And so, really, from last week going up and beating Detroit to this week, obviously coming out here and they're going to go in the half with the lead against a team they lost against earlier this season. You can certainly see that there's improvement that's been happening for the Hawks throughout the season. And, again, DuPage is a good team. As you mentioned, they were the Division III champions there just last year, and so obviously a very good team.
They kick a squib that is fielded cleanly by the Hawks. They'll take it up to the 40. 7 seconds wind off the clock. 6 to go here in this first half. That was a very good catch there from the Hawks to not muff that, because that could have set up a field goal attempt if they were to bobble that and it got picked up by the Chaparrals. It was Riley Hatfield, the wide receiver for the Hawks, that was able to bring it down. As DeRay put some mustard behind that kick.
That was a nasty squib kick there.
Knuckling, and after all of it, it's spotted at the 40. We'll see if Upshaw just takes a knee here. The Chaparrals playing in prevent defense.
Way back inside their own 30-yard line.
Upshaw's going to take the snap. They're going to run it with All Good. All Good working the left side. He's taken down shy of midfield, and that will.
They did get the timeout called with 1 second left. There was 1 second on the clock. I think this side judge away from us saw it.
Going to be the end of the first half. I don't think that they did get the timeout off, because the Chaparrals are headed off the field, and so are the Hawks.
7-yard carry by All Good.
Yeah, see, they're bringing them back.
Okay,
you're
right.
There was 1 second.
Just to 2nd and 3.
Yep.
I believe there should be 1 second left on the clock.
Yep, there sure was. Because I looked up, as soon as they blew the whistle, I looked at the clock, and it had 1 second on it.
Yep, and that's what our head referee just said. So,
yep.
Tad right on it up here this afternoon.
Hey, I got one right, finally.
The timeout, the third and final timeout called by Coach Moore. And that makes me go back to my point a couple of minutes ago. With over a minute to go, why wouldn't you call the timeout with just about a minute to go before
Yeah.
40 seconds winds off the
Yeah.
clock.
But here they are in a situation with Upshaw's arm that you can definitely throw it up and on a Hail Mary, I would think here. So I would expect it. I would expect in this situation, yeah, they got 3 receivers to the boundary over there. He's probably going to, throw it up there for grabs and see if a Hawk can't come down with it in the end zone. Nope, they're going to
They're
hand
just
off.
going to run it. Called the timeout to run it with all good down the right side. He gets it inside the 40, so little stat padding drive there with about 6 seconds to go in the half for all good, and that will take us to the halftime break. 20-14, Hocking in front at intermission.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
I'm Chief Barber from the Nelsonville Division of Fire here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We're here to briefly talk about the basket program we have here in the city of Nelsonville. Back in 1948, the basket program started. They held 14 needy families. 2025 marks the 77th year of the basket program. This is a collaborative effort between our fire department and the York Township Volunteer Fire Department. That's about 2.5 miles from our station. This year, we aim to help over 200 needy families in the community, and every contribution for this program helps.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Trying to play me out like as if my name was Sega. But I ain't going out like no punk bitch. Get used to one style AO when I might switch it up and around. Then buck, get down, put out your head and then you wake up in the dawn of the dead. I'm coming to get ya, I'm coming to get ya. Spitting out lyrics, homie, I with ya. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 everybody
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, I'm into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, I'm into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's 29s in the club. Niggas heard I fuck with Dre, now they wanna show me love. When you sell like Eminem and the hoes, they wanna fuck. But homie, ain't nothing changed, hold down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cut, they nigga roll that weed up. If you watch how I move, you mistake before I play up here. Been hit with a few shells, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the niggas to tell you I'm loco. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they buy and they ready to go. I'm in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the head sippy into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the head sippy into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, nigga, I done came up and I ain't changed. And you should love it way more than you hate it. Nigga, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar, toasting to the good life. You that faggot ass nigga tryna pull me back, right? My junk get the bumping in the club, it's on. I'm with my eye at your bitch, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, let the motherfucker burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. The niggas hate to let them hate them, watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside the head with a bottle of bull. They know where we fucking be. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, sippy into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, sippy into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, if you're into getting rough.
And welcome back at the halftime break. Hocking out in front, 20-14 the score over the College of DuPage. Daniel Barnard alongside Tad Steinbrink. And Tad, we talked about a little bit in the open. These two teams met up earlier this season back in week 4. We're in week 8 now already here in the college football season. But DuPage took that one up in Glen Ellen, Illinois, 50-33 the final score. But they now find themselves trailing by 6 at halftime. They got a big touchdown right before half to cut the deficit to 1 score, and it's even bigger because of the fact that they have to kick it away to start the second half now. But what have you seen that has led to the slower offense today for DuPage than maybe we might have expected?
Oh, it's very simple. The Hocking Hawks defense. They've come together. They've gelled really over the last few weeks. They're certainly playing much better than they were to start the season. You did have on that last touchdown, there was some miscommunication in the secondary, but we saw a lot more of that earlier in the season. That was really the first time I can recall this entire game where there was some miscommunication in the secondary. They've given up some yards, but they've been bent and not broken for most of the first half. And so as long as they continue to play as well as they've played in this first half, the Hocking Hawks will be in good shape. But I fully anticipate, I'll be honest with you, Daniel, I fully anticipate this to come down to the last minute of the game. Whoever has the ball last is probably going to determine the winner of today's game. Because again, these are two at this point in the season. You can wipe away the records right now. These are two really good football teams on the football field here today.
They absolutely are as we get set to go here in this second half of action. Hocking put 3 touchdowns on the board in the first half. They were just clicking on all cylinders. Elijah Givens was huge for the Hawks. He had a drive where he picked up a huge first down on a 3rd and long deep in their own territory, and then later on in the drive caught a 39-yard touchdown. That was their 3rd of the day. We'll look to see if he's able to continue that success in this second half as the DuPage sideline trying to get fired up here.
Fired up. So is the Hocking Hawks sideline. They're getting ready to. This is going to be an entertaining second half. I can already tell. Both teams are well awake now, and they're ready to get after it, and they're having fun here on a Saturday here at Hocking College.
The pooch kick is away, and it's muffed. And the DuPage team is going to fall on the football. What a start to the second half for the Chaparrals. They will get the football here to start.
Definitely not the way you want to start the second half out for the Hawks here. So the defense is going to have to come out here right off the bat and show their worth here. And they certainly showed their worth so far in this game. But this is a tough situation coming right out here. You're already inside your own 30, defending inside your own 30. Hopefully the Hawks can at least hold them to a field goal here.
Well, without a doubt, this is the most entertaining game that we have seen here at Hocking so far this season. It is not disappointed between DuPage and Hocking. The Chaparrals with the football to start the second half. Bland, hands, it's Janke. Up the gut he goes. Eventually getting some pushback. He's taken down just short of the 20. They started at the 27 on 1st and 10 after recovering the fumbled kickoff. We've seen that a couple of times now from the return men for Hocking today. We saw a catch just straight up missed on a kickoff earlier today that led to really bad field position. Now one that was just straight up dropped.
Boy, Coach Rollin must have given a pretty good halftime pep speech there, because they came out here ready to go here in the second half.
Bland on second down, gives it right back to Janke. He lowers the shoulder inside the 15. He goes. It'll be 1st down and 10 in the red zone. A minute gone in this second half, and every little bit of momentum is on that DuPage sideline right now.
It sure is. This is an opportunity here. They're going to bring in an extra defensive lineman here for the Hawks, trying to stiffen up inside the red zone now. If the Hawks can just hold them to a field goal here, you'll feel okay about this whole situation.
Quick pass into the flats, caught by Gaston. Gaston makes one man miss. Inside the 5, he's finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Right at the sticks. I believe they're going to give him the 1st down.
10-yard pickup on the play, good for a Chaparral 1st down.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 4. We got 3 receivers to the right side here on this play. Bland stands in the shotgun. He's got Janke to his left. Takes the snap, pitches it out. Left side, Janke into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Chaparrals, and they have tied this game up.
Boy, just a huge swing of momentum, scoring there right before the half, and then coming out here in the second half, getting the turnover on the botched kickoff return, and being able to convert that into another touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead in this football game.
Danny Duray out for the extra point for the lead The snap is high, the hold is down, and the kick
Flag.
is good. But you're right, Tad, a flag does come in on the sideline. Feels like we haven't gotten through.
On the Hawks, so it's going to be declined.
Feels like we haven't gotten through an extra point yet today without a flag flying in.
Nope. Yep.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
Well, Hocking went up 14-0 in the game's first 10 minutes here this afternoon. Since then, since the 5-minute mark in the first quarter, it is 21-6 in favor of DuPage. They have the lead 21-20.
And they have all the momentum right now. And so the Hocking Hawks offense has got to take control of the situation right now, settle things down, put on a nice drive, nice long drive here, and hopefully end with some points.
They are certainly feeling it on the sideline, and rightfully so. 2 minutes have gone here in this third quarter as Duray lines up the kick once again at the 35. The last one was a beauty, led to a fumble. This one he's just going to beam.
That might go out of
That
bounds.
is going to go out of bounds.
Yep.
It'll be a free kick out of bounds. So after all that momentum, we got a little scrum after the play here around the 25-yard line. And after all that momentum,
well, what's that? I don't know.
Hocking's
there
gonna
was
start
definitely
with
a scrum there, but it looked like the
pending
I think they're going
on
to call it on the Hawks. It's going to be offsetting, I think.
Yeah, pending on the extracurricular penalties, Hocking will start with good field position because of the free kick out of bounds. A lot to sort out here for our officials.
Might have two unsportsmanlike, one on each team, along with the kick out of bounds. So quite a few things they're going to have to figure out here.
Let's see what the calls are. We get our free kick out of bounds to start. And now the unsportsmanlikes that go on DuPage.
Ooh.
No penalties on Hocking there.
Wow, so that's really going to give the Hocking College Hawks tremendous field position here to start this. Well, wait a second. Now he's waving the other way with one of the flags. So, yeah, it's against the Hawks. All right.
Okay, so the initial call, they pointed in the direction of DuPage, but that just must have been a mistake. He just must have accidentally pointed on the defense.
The ball, they should have, because the kick went out of bounds, the ball would have started at the 35-yard line. The line of scrimmage would have been at 35, because of the unsportsmanlike conduct, it backs it up to the 20.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Hocking 20. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Alone on that right side is Givens. Upshaw on
confusion.
first down. Fakes the give and tries to roll to the left. And he is taken down in the backfield. I wouldn't even say it's a fake give. It was what he thought was supposed to be a inside zone, but the running back just started running towards the flat, so he had to keep it himself.
I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. I think maybe in his mind it was an RPO, but this is unraveling quickly here for the Hawks. They need to get things calmed down here, settle down, and just start getting some positive plays here.
They lose 5. 2nd down and 15 from the 15. Lots of noise coming in from that DuPage sideline. Upshaw takes a snap, flags fly, whistles blow. Some extracurriculars, Upshaw hits the deck. Well after the play was over, might have been a little bit of an acting job.
Yep, illegal motion, I believe, on the Hawks. So that's going to back it up even further. Going to be 2nd and about 20. Going the wrong direction.
digging themselves a pretty deep hole to climb out of here in terms of field position, but we've seen them do it already today. They had a 97-yard touchdown drive to go up 2 scores in the second quarter, did the Hawks. Now it is 2nd down and 20 from the 10. Upshaw stands in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right, and he's going to give it to Allgood. Trying to bounce it to the right side. He slips and will go down after a modest pickup of about 3, maybe 4.
So it's going to be, there's another flag. Yet another one. And if that's on DuPage, that's going to, 59, yeah.
Now it goes on Hocking.
Oh, nope. Calling on both. It'll be offsetting.
Nice. Unsportsmanlike conduct calls on both sides there.
So, in the end, pretty much means nothing.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Referees are also trying to just settle things down. So things have definitely been snippy here to start the second half.
The ball is placed at the 10.
So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 20.
Yeah. And so, again, another situation here. If you're the Hawks, you definitely don't want to turn the ball over.
Now here we go. Motioning before the play here. 2 receivers to the left. Running back to the left of Upshaw. He takes the snap, drops back to throw. He slipped inside the 5 and was hit there. A huge play and a huge defensive stand for this DuPage defense. That'll be 4th down and long.
He saw the pressure coming, and he was trying to put his foot in the ground to step up into the pocket, and he just slipped down. And this has obviously been an awful start to the second half for the Hawks.
That ball's all the way back at the 1-yard line.
Now they're going to have to punt with their heels on the back line of the end zone. And I'm sure DuPage is going to bring it, try to get the block here, keep this momentum rolling.
I believe it is number 80, Pat Patello. It is back deep to return, but whistles blow here, and a timeout's going to be called by Hocking before the play. And there's still some pushing and shoving going on here, Tad, at the goal line as the Chaparrals get their teammate away from it. They don't want to lose any field position before this punt. Unnecessary penalties.
Yeah, the Hawks just need to get things settled down here, get it figured out. I mean, heck, they're only down by a point here. You certainly do not, you want to get this cleanly snapped, cleanly handled, cleanly punted away. Try to get as many yards as you can on the punt, and then let your defense go out there and get a stop, okay? Just let your defense go out there and play. I know they gave up some points there on that last series, but for the most part, they played pretty well this game, and they've been playing pretty well for the last 3 weeks. So just get this ball out there cleanly. Try to get your defense out there and try to get a stop there.
It's Patello back out. He stands around the 32-yard line in Hocking territory as a punt returner. The punter for the Hawks stands on just inside the back line of the end zone. Got about 10 yards of room between him and the line. The snap is good, and the kick is away.
Nice job.
End over end, a beauty.
Nice
it's going to
job.
roll into
Great job.
DuPage territory, and that's going to go down as a 60-yard punt. Outstanding job by the punt team for the Hawks.
Great job, great job. Now a great opportunity also for the Hocking Hawks defense to hopefully get a 3 and out here, get back to the offense, get things settled down, again, defense has been doing a pretty nice job overall throughout this game outside of the last couple series. They just need to get back to that defense we were seeing in the first couple quarters there, and the Hawks will be just fine. And this reminder to step into your future at the Hocking College Career Showcase. Meet employers, discover internships, and find your next big move. Full details are waiting for you at hocking.edu.
First down and 10 from the 41-yard line in their own territory. The Chaparrals with the football with the lead. They're up by 1 as Bland hands. It's Bully on the left side. Spin move up across the 45. He gets 5.
Bully on the carry to the left side.
So we have seen both quarterbacks today take snaps, and Justin Bland and Askia Bully. Bully has done a lot of ball carrying, and the snaps that he took at quarterback, he took some QB keepers. Justin Bland has been the primary signal caller for the Chaparrals today. He hands once again. That was A.J. Moore getting up across midfield.
Find a little bit more space in the running game here so far in the second half. Some off-tackle type plays.
We're going to have a first down and 10 from the 49-yard line in Hocking territory. A big, big defensive drive here for the Hawks. Trying to get some of this momentum back. Man in motion, it's Bully. Bland's going to keep it himself on the option, right up the gut, still on his feet into the secondary, turning the legs, getting pushed from behind inside the 30. You want to talk about a team play?
Yeah.
That was
there's
evidence
another
right
flag.
there.
Whew. Boy, these officials are trying to get things under control, but things have gotten chippy here in the second half. And I'm not sure who this was on. I didn't see it. The Hawks are pointing toward DuPage. And, you think about DuPage drives. None of their drives that have resulted in touchdowns so far have been lengthy drives, sustained drives. This is what's happened to them quite a bit. Our penalties have set them back. Now, since it was after the first down, after the play was over, it's still going to be first down and 10, but now it's going to be first down and 10 all the way back to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, 44 instead of the 29. Well, still a fresh set of downs, just a little further back than where Bland got him to. He still netted positive on that play. Bland in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to throw, scanning, throwing, middle of the field, incomplete. Just over the head of Nate Foster and just over the head of the defender for Hocking as well.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Christian Richardson was right there, and man, he jumped up. He tried to intercept the ball. I thought he might have a chance, but he was a little bit too short on that one. But he certainly showed some hops getting up there and nearly getting his hand on the football.
So now it'll be second down and 10 from the 44. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hawks showing pressure. They now back off, and they got a false start.
Sure did. Yeah, that little flash there by the outside linebacker caused the left tackle to flinch. And this is another example of DuPage kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here.
And DuPage has had a few very costly penalties here this afternoon. And without those, with a clean football game here, DuPage is probably up 7 to 14 points right now. It's a 1-point game as it stands. Bland takes the snap, going deep, and just over the head of Nate Foster once again.
Yeah, Bland throughout the game has really been pressing or trying to take advantage of the seam routes against what is essentially a 3-deep coverage. That's where you have some softness in that coverage defensively, and he's been trying to take advantage of it, although it looks like they're more in a cover 4 shell here right now. But yeah, they've definitely been trying to hit the seams here throughout the entire game, not just here in the second half. Now they're back into more of a 3-deep look.
It's going to be 3rd down and long. Bland rolling. He passes. It's caught by Bully inside the 40. Taken down at the 37-yard line.
That's going to give them an opportunity here on 4th down, 4th and reasonable here. About 4 yards to go for the first, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. Shuffling in several players here in and out. Hawks defense is going to have to get set and get ready.
And they're trying to go really quick and catch the Hawks off guard here on 4th down and 5.
Trying to get the Hawks to jump is what they're doing. They're in a bunch trips here to the right-hand side.
Janke to the left of Bland in the backfield. Takes the snap. Quick pass over the middle is caught. Inside the 30, it's going to be a 1st down for Ty Carlson.
Yeah, just ran a quick slant. They must have been in some kind of a cover 2 look because the corner to that side did not go with the receiver on the slant. He just stayed in the flats. And in that case, the linebackers have got to get underneath that slant, and they weren't there.
Spotted at the 28-yard, 27-yard line.
7 minutes and change to go here in the 3rd quarter. DuPage already with 7 on the board, looking to extend the lead. Bland into the flats, a little too tall for Hayden Janke.
Pass from Blaine is incomplete.
That'll stop the clock with 6:52 to go.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I would dare to say that DuPage is in field goal range at this point right now. The kicker certainly has showed an impressive leg, even on kickoffs.
From the 27, on 2nd down, snap bobbled, picked up, and pass into the flats is, I think they're going to say, I think they're going to say complete, which is going to benefit Hocking because they're going to lose yards on that, but I thought that was incomplete.
I did too. I saw it skip. But
they only lose 2 at the end of it.
Neither the line judge nor the back official really had I think the back official may have been blinded by another player. And the side judge, he didn't have a good angle at the ball either. But I'm with you, Daniel. I thought that ball skipped in.
Well, it benefits Hocking regardless, even though the reception was called complete. Even though the pass was called complete. Now 3rd down and 12. One receiver to the right, Bland. Dropping back, looking right side.
Oh,
and
yeah!
He's intercepted down the sideline and bumped out of bounds. That's Richardson.
Yeah, big play by Richardson. Nice job reading the quarterback's eyes. You really had 3 Hawk defenders right there. It was a dangerous pass. And boy, Richardson, he took advantage of it. Huge turnover for the Hawks. Defense definitely did their job right there, giving the ball back to the offense in decent field position here around the 33-yard line for the Hawks. And so now the offense has a chance, an opportunity here to answer and take the lead back.
That is just what the doctor ordered there for Hocking. Get that momentum back. Christian Richardson coming up big on that defensive drive with the interception. Now it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 32. Upshaw dropping back to throw, rolling to his right. Still scanning, now throws. It is caught by Givens. Makes one man miss at the 40, still on his feet, spinning out of a tackle, and now he's finally going to be dragged down up at the 44. He got 5 extra yards there just because of how shifty he is.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line blocking there, gave Upshaw plenty of time. He then kind of just worked his way out to the right-hand side trying to find an open receiver, and he found one in Givens, and that's obviously a good choice anytime, putting the ball in that young man's hands.
Now the ball now spotted at the 45-yard line here on 1st down and 10. 5 minutes and change to go here in this 3rd quarter. Allgood gets the carry. Allgood's across midfield down to the 45-yard line.
I really like that. Anytime you're giving the ball to Allgood, I'm all for it because, again, he's a strong, patient back, and he knows how to use that inside zone. He now knows how to set up his blockers, And we saw it in the first half, especially in that first quarter. DuPage had a heck of a time trying to get off blocks there in that first half.
The ball down to the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Upshaw quickly into the flat. Pass is caught by Allgood, trying to come back to the middle of the field. He's going to reverse it all the way across and get taken down at the original line of scrimmage.
It's a long ways to run just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Just getting his conditioning in.
Well, I think he's in pretty good shape, so I don't think he needs that unnecessary conditioning. But yeah,
he must not have thought he did well enough in practice this week in terms of running.
Yeah.
Just trying to make something happen. Can't fault him for that, and didn't lose any yards because of it. So now it's going to be 3rd down and short. But imagine they just give it to Allgood here, try to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, I like going right back to that inside zone they've been running. It's been effective pretty much the entire game.
See if he's got some breath. A lot of running here on these last 2 plays for Necarius. They are going to give it to him. Little bobble on the handoff, but he does push his way forward across the line to gain. Picks up 2, which is 1 more than he needed.
Had a DuPage defender there. I believe it's number 99. Kenny Akintunda. And, yeah, you know, I'm slaughtering some of these names. Apologies, folks. But, yeah, he did a nice job. I don't know if he was on a stunt and just shot the gap, but he penetrated and caused some problems there in the backfield. But Allgood was able to figure out a way to get the 1st down.
Now Upshaw on a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, throws off his back foot, and he gets it away out of bounds. Smart decision there. Felt the rush, and he'll just pivot to 2nd down. Good coverage in the secondary by the Chaparrals. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We got a 1-point ball game so far at home this year for the Hawks. They have not played many close ones. In fact, they haven't played any close games. Every game decided by 2 or more scores. This one has been intense, wire to wire. Upshaw on 2nd, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run with it. He'll slide down just shy of the 35.
Good decision there all around by Upshaw to go ahead and take what he could get down the slide. Didn't take any chances of taking a big hit or fumbling the ball. Give yourself here a 3rd down and reasonable here.
Improvised well. And it is going to be 3rd down.
And the offensive line, they set the pocket. It was they were doing a nice job blocking. There just wasn't anybody open downfield.
3rd down and about 5 yards to go here. It's spotted at the 39, line to gain the 34. Quick pass on the curl route just wide for Daniel Colburn. He's not able to bring it down. He was open.
Yeah.
If Upshaw was able to put that one on him a little more directly.
Yeah, he had 2 receivers there, and I'm not 100% sure that ball wasn't intended for Tristan Baxter. Kind of threw it between the 2 receivers.
Colburn almost came down with it. He still would have been shy of the 1st down marker, but definitely would have been a lot closer here on 4th down. Instead, it's 4th and 5. Looks like the offense staying out on the field at the 39-yard line.
Just too far for a field goal here, even with the wind to your back. Kind of no man's land here as far as decision.
Oh, now they're going to punt it. A surprise punt from Upshaw, but
it was a false start.
Yeah, that one was on Givens. Givens never got set on the outside.
I like that call though by Coach Moore. I really did, because you know you're basically going to pooch the ball down there, probably around the 10-yard line. DuPage did not have obviously anybody deep because they weren't expecting a punt, but now they are going to bring the punt team on. I've been impressed with the punt team so far for the Hawks. They've certainly shown me, at least over the last couple weeks, they've improved across the board with the blocking, with the snaps, with the handling. Now, I say all that, and I'm probably going to jinx them right here, Daniel.
They have looked good so far today. Pat Patello back deep to return. He stands at his own 15. A good snap, and the kick is away. End over end. A lot of hang time there. It is fair caught inside the 10-yard line. Another great punt from LaQuaylen Battle.
Yeah, LaQuaylen has really done a great job this whole game punting-wise. He's done what he needed to do. He knew he had a little bit more time there on that punt, so he took a little bit more time and got some good hang time on it. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better punt right there, with forcing the returner to call the fair catch on the 10-yard line.
There are 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter as DuPage takes back over. The only scoring here in this third quarter came on the first drive. After a fumbled kickoff by Hocking, DuPage took over in the red zone, and they scored. Now first down and 10 from their own 10. It's a give, not going anywhere.
Be wonderful for the Hawks if they can get a 3 and out here and get it right back to their offense, just maintain this field position.
The last defensive drive ended with an interception by Christian Richardson. The Hawks not able to do anything with it with the football in their hands. Now the defense back out on the field. Another second down carry. Gets forward 4-5.
This is turning into a field position football game here in the second half. You know, it's going to probably come down to what it always comes down, it seems like, which are, you know, penalties and turnovers in the end, and which team obviously avoids those things and which team executes best. But again, these are two good football teams on the football field today, and we've seen an entertaining game, a little bit more defensive here so far in the second half.
Third down and 4. Quick pass on the slant is caught.
Incomplete.
No, incomplete. Yep, and that's what they call the pass not able to be hauled in there by Gaston,
Hawks,
and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Yep, Hawks are going to force the 3 and out. Excellent job once again by the defense. Going to force this punt, give the ball right back to the offense. We've seen some pretty good punt returns so far this season by the Hawks, and this is a situation where the punt team is going to hold their block a little bit longer because they're deep in their own territory, and so this could be a pretty good opportunity for the Hawks. The wind is blowing right in the punter's face.
It looks like Justin Bland is the punter for the Chaparrals. He gets it away.
Nice
a
punt.
High spiraling punt. Fair catch called for and received at the 46-yard line. That is a net gain of 30 on the punt from Bland, and Hocking will take back over in positive field position, and we will step aside and be right back.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
39 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Upshaw on first down. Pass into the flats is caught. It's Baxter, and he's just going to go down inside the 45, just shy of the 40. Picks up a few.
Yep, nice start to the series. Just toss it out there. DuPage corner was playing a little soft there on the receiver. Throw it out there and take that free 5 yards.
Just a wide receiver screen there for Baxter. He had that outstanding grab, the toe-dragging grab down the sideline here in the first quarter going in this direction. Been relatively quiet ever since then. A couple of catches for him.
Yep, and we're going to head to the fourth quarter, just a 1-point game.
Yeah, 21-20 the score. We will step aside and be
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
I'm Chief Barber from the Nelsonville Division Fire here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We're here to briefly talk about the basket program we have here in the city of Nelsonville. Back in 1948, the Baskin Program started to help 14 needy families. 2025 marks the 77th year of the Basket Program. This is a collaborative effort between our fire department and the York Township Volunteer Fire Department. That's about 2.5 miles from our station. This year, we aim to help over 200 needy families in the community, and every contribution for this program helps.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Hocking College. A 1-point game, 21-20 in favor of DuPage. Trying to hold on for the win. We got a long 15 minutes in front of us. It'll be second down here to get us started from the 43. It's Gibbon on the carry. Working the left side, he gets forward for a couple of yards. It'll bring up third down and short.
May have 2 downs here, Daniel, to pick up a first. Depending on, if you can get at least 2 yards, 2 or 3 yards here on third down, I'm guessing Coach Moore will probably go for it on fourth.
As long as you don't go backwards on this play, I would expect them to as well. It's going to be third down and 2 from the 39-yard line. 14.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. We haven't seen any of Eric Thomas yet today.
Yeah, I was going to mention that earlier. I'm glad you noticed that as well. He's been pretty much shut out here this entire game.
He has been on the field, though. Upshaw takes the snap, looking in Thomas's direction.
Hold.
That was actually Givens, the intended target.
Defensive
2 flags come in down the seam. And it's going to be a first down for the Hawks if it is, in fact, a holding against the Chaparrals.
Yeah, there was no doubt about it. The receiver is beating the defender, and I'm not sure what. I didn't catch the number. I think it was number 7 for DuPage there on the defense.
That would be Omarion Gooden.
Yep. So somebody definitely grabbed the jersey. Was probably a good decision by that defender, because if he lets him go, chances are that's a touchdown right up the seam.
Givens already has one today. Making plays all afternoon long. First down and 10 now from inside the 30. They're going to spot this one around the 26-yard line. For first down. DuPage sideline trying to get rowdy once again. Upshaw in the shotgun. He's got 3 to his right. Flags fly pre-snap. They're going to delay game on the defense.
No.
And delay game called on the defense. I don't know.
I'm not sure
how that.
You can do that, but I didn't see what was happening. I have no idea. I do wish we had some mics on these officials so we can.
That is what they did say. Delay of game on the defense. I've seen delay of game called on the defense in 2-minute drills when defenders are holding receivers down from getting up.
Yes, or you might see them like kick the ball around. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just to keep the offense from being able to get on the ball quickly. But that was an odd situation there.
I'm not sure
how any of that.
I'm not sure how that applies there, but the Hawks will take it. 5-yard penalty. Now it's Colburn in the flats down the sideline. Ball comes loose, but it's out of bounds. Colburn picks up a good chunk of yards there.
And a first down.
On first down, he'll pick up another one. Now they're inside the red zone.
Result is laid good for another Hocking College. First down.
The Hawks trying to take the lead here. They are definitely in field goal range.
Oh, no doubt.
But we have seen Zach Oyster miss an extra point today.
Yeah.
Nothing guaranteed.
They want to see, they want to put 6 on the board here. And if they do, they'll be going for 2 because they did miss that extra point.
Eric Thomas lines up on an island to the right. 3 receivers to the left. Baxter and Colburn switch spots. As Upshaw takes a snap, immediately rolls to the left, finds a receiver in the flat. It's Gibbon, making one man miss, tumbling inside the 10. Picks up a few.
Nice job by Upshaw, putting a little bit of touch on that ball to get it over to the defender's hand, but also giving the receiver, Gibbon, coming out of the backfield, plenty of opportunity to be able to reach up and grab that football. certainly a nice play there on first down. Continuing the drive here, now inside the 10-yard line.
It'll be second down with the ball spotted around the 8-yard line. Not in a goal-to-go situation here yet. 2 receivers to each side. Upshaw scanning left side. Pass is caught inside the 5. I believe it's Baxter. It is. Tristan Baxter with a completion of around 5 yards. It's now going to be third down and about 1.
Yeah. This is interesting. What do you do here, Daniel, if you don't get the first down?
You got to keep the offense out there. If it's fourth down and 1, I think you got to keep the offense out there.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to get much going on the offensive side of the football this whole half. They're this close to the end zone.
Well, you could also kick the field goal and take the lead.
You could. They're down and 1. Flags come flying in.
Yeah, defensive line shuffled, and I believe it was the right guard for the Hawks. Jumped. Yep.
It is a false start.
False start called on the Hawks.
Defenses will do that often in situations like that because if they get penalized, it's really no big deal. It's only half the distance to the goal line, right? And you're only talking about a half a yard at that point. It's worth the risk because you could force, as happened right there with the guard, the offense to move and get that 5 yards back.
Well, now 5 yards further back, a give to Gibbon, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's decision time for Craig Moore.
It is decision time, no doubt.
And it looks like the field goal team is coming out.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision.
This, after getting pushed back 5 yards, I like that call too. If it was fourth down and 1, fourth down and 2, I think Coach Moore would have a much harder time trying to decide what to do here.
And if I were Coach Moore in that situation, I would have gone for it on fourth down. I would have. But this is the right decision, no doubt about it. And, you know, the Hawks have a good kicking game right going, and you want to take the lead when you have the opportunity.
25-yard try. Oysters kick is up, and it is good. The Hawks take a 2-point lead with 10:57 to go here in the ball game. A 25-yard field goal from Zach Oyster, his first of the ball game.
Redeemed himself with the missed extra point earlier in the game. Oyster really has been consistent all season long. And so that was definitely a comfortable decision for Coach Moore to kick the field goal in that situation. And, the Hawks are back up now by 2. Again, as I mentioned, and we talked a little bit about at halftime, I'm fully anticipating this coming down to whoever has the ball last is going to decide this football game.
Well, so far this year at home, the Hawks are 1-2 with wins against Ohio Valley, 41-12. A loss against Detroit, 27-13, and a win against Erie. They're 2-1, excuse me, 42-7. Well, like I said earlier, none of these games here at Hocking have been close. This one, the best one we have seen so far. With 10:57 to go. It is 23-21, Hocking out in front.
What a game. What a great game. Things did get a little bit chippy there starting out the second half, but have settled down quite a bit here lately. Just 2 really competitive teams out here right now, and that ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was not Zach Oyster on the kickoff there. They had a different kicker, did the Hawks, after the field goal from Oyster, and it goes out of bounds. Hopefully Oyster's okay on the sideline.
He's all right. He's running out to get the tee for his teammate there, so he must be all right. Again, a good time to remind folks that open enrollment is now open at Hocking College. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a better career path, your future starts here. Enroll today at hocking.edu/u.
It'll be first down and 10. For DuPage. They're still huddled on their sideline here. The ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Comes Justin Bland and company. Ready to go here now as they trail on the scoreboard. A back and forth affair between these two squads this afternoon. First down and 10. Fake give to Janke. Rolling out all sorts of time, going deep. Pass is caught inside the 20. Ty Carlson.
Yeah, you can just see it developing. He got the step early on, and that was a great ball. The wind to the back of the quarterback, so you knew he's going to be able to throw it up there and really air it out. So obviously a huge start here for DuPage trying to answer that field goal by the Hawks.
First down and 10 inside the 15. It was a gain of 55 yards. Bland on first down, gives to Janke right up the gut. And he gets it down into the end zone, never went down. Are they going to say his forward progress was
Forward
stopped?
Progress was stopped.
I didn't hear any whistles blow, but that looks like what the call is going to be. They're going to spot it at the 4-yard line.
There was nothing fancy what Ty Carlson did on that reception as far as the route is concerned. He just simply outran the Hawks defenders, and a nice catch, and he was able to come down to the ground with the football. And now the Hawks defense has got to figure out a way to make a stop here inside their own 5.
Second down, Bland keeps it himself. The option play, pushing his way forward, reaching for the goal line. He stopped at the 1. Picks up 3 more.
Picks up a gain of 3 yards.
And it's going to be first and goal from the 1.
First and goal for the Chaps.
Really a tough task now for the Hawks defense here. You have to assume they're going to use all 4 downs unless they lose some yards here.
And if they're able to get in the end zone, I fully expect them to go for 2 and try to go up by 6 rather than 5. Bland gives to Janke. Janke angling. He is in.
Yep.
Extends across the goal line for the touchdown. And in just a minute and 50 seconds, the Chaps retake the lead.
Yeah, Janke's a strong runner, not the fastest kid on the field, but certainly a strong runner. And I'm sure on his high school football team, he probably had a ton of carries, I bet you, throughout. He just reminds you of one of those kids that gets 30 carries a game in high school football. But as you said, Daniel, they're going to go for 2 here to make it a 6-point game.
The difference between 4 and 5 points is nothing. You would still need a touchdown to take the lead. So at least with a 6-point lead, you can bank on maybe a missed extra point. A pass to the corner of the end zone is caught. The 2-point conversion is successful. And now the Chaps lead by a touchdown. They're up 6, 29-23 with 9:04 to go. We will step aside and be right back.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
That was a very similar play to the touchdown that they scored right before the half, where again the outside receiver just runs an in route and almost acts as a pick on the inside for the inside receiver on the inside defender, and some confusion once again by the Hawks there. Just some miscommunication in the secondary allowed the receiver to slip out into the corner of the end zone wide open to convert the 2-point conversion.
First down. The ball is teed up at the 35 as DeRay kicks it away. And this one angling towards the sideline, and they are going to call it a free kick out of bounds.
Yeah, he tried to pin it in the corner of the end zone there, but kicked it out of bounds. He's got a very strong leg. He's obviously not been very accurate at some of these kickoffs.
So DeRay with a free kick out of bounds, and Hocking will take over with very good field position at the 35-yard line. Looking over at the sideline here, DeRay not happy with himself. Understandably so.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he'll go out there probably in practice and kick, 50 kickoffs, and not a single one will ever go out of bounds. But sometimes when you get in that game situation, he's trying to put the ball in the end zone, so he's over kicking it. And when you do that, you often pull the football and kicked it out of bounds.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks, down by 6. Upshaw takes the snap on 1st and 10 under immediate pressure, gets rid of it. It falls in the backfield and rolls out of bounds. Was there a receiver in the area?
There was a receiver in the area, but the ball did not get across the line of scrimmage. Yeah. But Upshaw, I mean, that was a good decision by Upshaw to try to avoid the sack.
Flag on the field.
They are going to call intentional grounding.
And, the thing is, if he takes the sack there, it's still the same situation, right? You're 2nd down right there where the flag's thrown. He just wasn't able to get the ball across the line of scrimmage. If he gets the ball across the line of scrimmage there, they're not going to throw the flag because there was a receiver over in that direction.
Backed up at the 25-yard line now. Upshaw takes the snap, gives to the back, who is blown up at the line of scrimmage, driven back by the defense. And once again, Tad, that was Kenny Akintunde.
Yeah, he's had a nice game. Showed up several times throughout this game. Now you're in a 3rd and
extremely long.
Extremely long. You just, again, you do not want to have any kind of turnover in this situation. Try to get yourself, some positive yards here. You're most likely going to be punting in this situation. It's okay to put your defense back out there. Again, for the most part, they've had a pretty solid football game. They did give up the big pass play that set up that last touchdown.
Well, Elijah Givens has been the primary target in situations like this today. Wouldn't be surprised to see them throw it with the idea that even if it's
Delay.
incomplete, it stops the clock. But yeah, flags come in here. I'll back them up 5 more. It'll be 3rd down and 25 from the 20. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Got to give credit to the DuPage defense. They've definitely come out here in the second half and showed up much better than they were, especially in that first quarter. Took them a while to wake up, apparently.
We're under 8 now. 3rd and 25 from the 20. Upshaw dropping back to throw, stepping up over the middle, pass is caught, up across the 40, and now you got a decision to make. Eric Thomas with his first catch of the day. I still think you got to punt it away.
I still think you punt the ball because, there's over 7 minutes left in this football game.
Maybe you get up on the football and try to get the defense to jump off sides and then go
absolutely.
with a punt. But
yeah, because if you can get them to jump, it's a first down.
A gain of 20 there. You needed 25. Now we got whistles blown and believe a timeout.
I'm not sure.
No?
Play clock issue. Yeah, they're trying to get the play clock reset here, and it's just blinking on them.
No, it's a brand new one. I got 5 more right here.
Well, as we try to get the play clock figured out down on the field, the Hawks look like they're keeping the offense out on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got more whistles blown, and they are going to take a timeout here, Tad. A timeout called by Hocking. They might need that one here later on, but they're going to want to think about this one here before 4th down, which would make me think that they're definitely going to go for it. I don't think you call a timeout if you're not going to go for it.
Yeah, I agree with you. No doubt, Daniel. Yeah, why call a timeout if you're just planning on punting the ball? But they're trying to they're still trying to get the play clock figured out. I don't know, Coach Moore probably could have just taken advantage of the stoppage in the game there. But anyway, yeah, this is obviously a huge 4th down. A reminder to join us November 5th for the Appalachian AI Conference at Hocking College. Explore how AI is transforming our region in health, education, and industry. Learn more and register now at hocking.edu.
With the ball spotted at the 40, both teams on their respective sidelines talking over strategy before this 4th down play. The timeout called by Hocking, with the ball in their own territory after picking up 20 yards on third down. Makes me think that they're going to do a little more than just try to draw the Chaps off sides here.
Might also do that little pooch punt, quick punt. I forget what exactly it's called. I know there's a terminology for it where Upshaw just punts the ball from the shotgun position.
Could definitely see that, but then at that point you would just think that Coach Moore would have just told him to do that in that stoppage with the play clock.
Good.
So
Yep.
wouldn't think that you would need a whole
They're
timeout for
going
that.
for
They're
it.
going to go for it. Upshaw to throw. Over the
Wide
middle,
open.
pass is caught. Eric Thomas
There
has
he
a
is.
first down at midfield.
There he is. We've been waiting for him. And,
That's back-to-back plays now
yeah.
for Thomas of 30 yards through the air.
Yeah, when you get into a situation late in the game, you need a play, you go to your best players, right? And
A gutsy call on
Yeah,
fourth down,
no
and they
doubt.
pick it up. Now 1st and 10 at midfield. You got to capitalize on this. Under 7 to go. Upshaw into the flat. Low pass caught by Colburn. Colburn pushes his way forward, picks up 1.
yeah, the low pass kind of slowed down the receiver's momentum there. If he was able to get a cleaner pass, he could probably pick up a few more yards there.
The ball at the 49-yard line in DuPage territory. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Hocking only 1 timeout remaining.
But they're still in no hurry, plenty of time
No,
here.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. But if they're not able to score here, then that
Sure.
becomes much more of a factor
Yes, sir.
down the stretch. 2nd down and 9. Upshaw looks into the flats again. The other side, it's Colburn. Diving to the 45. He picks up 4 more. A back-to-back wide receiver screens, nets him 5 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, clearly 4-down territory for the Hawks, probably 4-down territory for the rest of the game.
I don't think there's any question about it after going for it on your own side of the field. As long as it's not a ridiculous length on 4th down, you're going to keep that offense out there.
And you're in a situation where you can still run the football right now. There's no doubt. You have all the options. You run, pass, everything in your playbook. And so I would suspect you might see a run play right here on 3rd down. Nope.
No run, they're going to pass. Upshaw over the middle, it's Givens. He's got it, corrals it at the 35. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
They're just finding these soft spots in the zone with their receivers. They're just hooking up in those soft spots behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. And Upshaw's doing a great job of just settling his feet and zinging it in there. Again, he has a really strong arm.
1st down and 10. They've spotted at the 36. Givens has made quite a few catches in
has.
traffic today. Impressive. Now on 1st down. Upshaw steps up in the pocket, going to keep it himself and run with it. He's tripped up. Did get forward about 3.
First down, quarterback keeper up the middle.
Upshaw's one thing I've noticed in the last couple games, he's doing a much better job of stepping up into the pocket. Earlier in the season, he was trying to run out of the pocket to avoid pressure. You know, often the safest place is just go right back up the middle because those defenders are rushing up the field, and you can just easily kind of take a little side step and just step up into the pocket. And then if there's still no receiver open, just continue on and pick up some positive yards.
We're now under 4 minutes to go. The clock winding in a hurry. Upshaw under immediate pressure gets it away. It's caught in the flats by Colburn. He's going to have a 1st down and get out of bounds.
Yeah,
that is not Colburn, excuse me. That was caught by Michael Hall.
Yes, they've had Hall in the backfield here this series. And DuPage brought some pressure there, and Hall was able to just slip out of the backfield. And Upshaw, again, great choice, great decision there. Knew that he had the back straight out of the backfield. Looked for him immediately as he was kind of fading away, avoiding the pressure.
Obviously, you're going to take the touchdown if it's there, but as a play caller, does Coach Moore start to call plays that maybe can get him yards and wind the clock at the same time right here?
He's just calling his offense. He's not worried about that clock right now.
Baxter with the reception in the flats. He gets it inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Either way, Daniel, he's not trying to speed up the game. He's not trying to slow down the game.
Fair enough.
He's not concerned about that clock right now. He's just trying to score a touchdown. And so he's going to take whatever time he needs to get his offense in the best position to call the best play he thinks possible.
Priority number one, get into the end zone. Let everything else play out as it should afterwards. The ball spotted at the 19, the clock running under 3 minutes to go. 15 seconds on the play clock as the Hawks get on it. It is 2nd down and 6. Givens lined up on the outside to the right. They've got Hall in the backfield. Upshaw taking the snap, going deep down the left sideline. It is intercepted.
I don't think so.
It is intercepted by the Chaps. A huge play on the outside.
Upshaw, I think, was just trying to get rid of that football. He certainly did not have an open receiver over there. He was simply trying to get rid of the football. He just didn't throw it far enough. The wind may have played a little bit into that as it was into his sack, and he just didn't throw it far enough.
Well, he threw it a little too far. A little over the head of his.
Far. Yeah, it was one or the other. If he was trying to get rid of it, he just didn't throw it far enough to get it out of bounds.
And now 1st down and 10, 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go. Bland takes a snap, pitches it to Janke. Janke working his way forward about 5 yards before being taken down. I got to imagine that's almost a perfect pickup for him there on 1st down, because if you get the first, then that winds it to the 2-minute warning, and the Hawks still have all three times.
I keep forgetting about the 2-minute warning.
The Hawks still have that one timeout. Yep. But now, if they pick up the 1st down after this 2-minute warning, this game, it's over.
Well, they'll still have the timeout, and I'd have to sit here and do the math in my head with the play clock. But
have the timeout, and the Hawks would have about 30 seconds left if they were to get the ball back at this point, assuming that the Chaps don't turn it over, assuming that they don't fumble the ball, because a timeout on one player about 1 minute 55 seconds, and then 2 plays take you about 10 seconds, add 80 seconds for the play clock. It's about 90 seconds off the clock, so maybe a little under 30 seconds to go. But it starts with a stop on defense. We have seen the Hawks defense stand tall all season long here at home. They have had their fair share of mishaps. They have given up their fair share of points, but overall they have looked like a pretty strong unit. But you look across that field, that is a defeated Hawks team emotionally.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be right now, because there's still an opportunity. Much crazier things have happened in football at all levels. If they just need to do what you said, Daniel, get the stop here and then figure things out from there.
2nd down and 5, almost guaranteed that they keep it on the ground. Bland takes a snap, he keeps it himself, throws it into the flats, pass is caught, working his way forward, it's a 1st down, and that is going to ice this game. Pass was caught by number 30, Anthony DeGoya, and he is going to end this ball game. A gutsy play call there to put the ball in the air. I know it was a high percentage look, but they make the catch, and DuPage is going to escape Hocking College with a win.
That's where Coach Ron just decides we're going to try to win the game right here on this play, running a play that, quite honestly, the Hawks probably didn't expect them to throw the football in that situation.
I don't know why they're not taking a knee, but they are running it forward.
They still need to run a little bit of clock with each play to get it down to where.
Well, if there's 40 seconds on the play clock, all you got to do is kneel it out. The Hawks still have that timeout in their back pocket. They haven't called it, but there's no point in calling it at this point. They pick up another 1st down, or I guess it's 2nd down and short. But there's no reason to not be
definitely no reason
kneeling
now.
The football.
That last play definitely put them in a situation where they have no reason to run a play.
And now Hocking will call their timeout with 48 seconds to go. Confused a bit by timeout usage. But if you think about it, Tad, you're under 2 minutes. After that 1st down pass, if you call the timeout, you got about 1:50 to go with no timeouts. You take 3 knees, the game's over.
Yeah.
And then the Chaps run that play, because the Hawks still have that timeout, but it doesn't matter. If the Hawks, it just doesn't matter. The play clock would have run out regardless of if the Hawks called a timeout or not. So, risky decision to run the ball, but it doesn't come back to hurt them.
Yeah, obviously the big play again was that pass play that picked up the first down. And obviously disappointing there for the Hawks. They were certainly in a position there to take the lead and perhaps win the football game. Had put together a nice drive all the way down inside DuPage 10-yard line. And, well, I think it was close to the 10. I can't remember exactly where it was. But nonetheless, the interception in the end zone put an end to that drive.
And now they are into victory formation. The kneel is taken. They're gonna have to run one more play. The clock will run down to 4 seconds. If they use all of it, and they can take the snap whenever they want and kneel it in the game, the play clock would wind out. They don't have to wait for 4 seconds.
Yep.
It's probably advisable to avoid a botched,
you always want to wait.
snap.
You always want, yeah, absolutely. You always want to wait until the last second to snap the ball because, exactly, Daniel, you could botch the snap.
Well, they don't wait till the last second, but they don't botch the snap. They get the kneel down, and this game is over. The College of DuPage comes from behind and wins it against.
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills for the real world. Level up your career or try something totally new. This is your sign, right here, right now, in the Hocking Hills. Apply today. Change your tomorrow at Hocking College.
I'm Chief Barber from the Nelsonville Division Fire here in Nelsonville, Ohio. We're here to briefly talk about the basket program we have here in the city of Nelsonville. Back in 1948, the basket program started to help 14 needy families. 2025 marks the 77th year of the basket program. This is a collaborative effort between our fire department and the York Township Volunteer Fire Department. That's about 2.5 miles from our station. This year, we aim to help over 200 needy families in the community, and every contribution for this program helps.
Post-game now here from Hocking College, a somber finish to this one for the Hawks. They fall 29-23 in what was an outstanding game.
Yes, it was.
Between Hocking and the College of DuPage. DuPage down 14-0, down 20-7 in that first half. There's a little scrum here in the handshake line after the game. Players putting their helmets back on and starting to get into the middle of it. This is not a good scene. A lot of post-game fighting going on here between these two squads. But the Hawks lose 29-23 after leading by 2 scores several times in that first half. And Tad, it really is going to come down to the offensive production in this second half for Hocking. The defense did their job. They only hold, or they held the College of DuPage to just 2 scores in that second half. And if you're Hocking going into that, you're thinking, okay, we can score a touchdown and still be right in this game. But they weren't able to do so. And
Hocking College is the natural choice for your college education. At Hocking College, we turn passion into profession, real skills.
Obviously, the Hawks are disappointed in how things ended, but I know, it's going to sting for probably a few days for the Hawks and for Coach Moore and his staff, but there's a lot to come away with this game that is very positive. I mean, just think about the last time they played this same team, which, again, defending champions, they were handled by DuPage. But they came out in this game. They had the lead in the first half. They had established that they were here to obviously play a great football game, and it was a really good football game, very entertaining. First half, there's a little bit more scoring. Second half, really the big momentum swinger for me was that opening kickoff of the second half, right? When that ball was not cleanly handled, and DuPage was able to get on it and set themselves up in really good field position to put up another touchdown. That was just a situation where you really you kind of felt the momentum being lost by Hocking College. They were able to figure things out right and eventually retake the lead with the field goal, but the offense just wasn't able to maintain the same type of consistency that they had in the first half.
Well, that'll put a capper on it. Next week, Hocking will move to take on Howard here at home, and then following it up next week for the College of DuPage, they will take on Highland Community College as the Chaps move to 6-2 on the season. The Hawks fall to 3-5. That'll do it for us here from Hocking. Once again, the Hawks fall 29-23 against the College of DuPage. For Tad Steinbrink, Shane Fredericks, and Ethan Reagan, our two producers, I'm Daniel Barnard saying thank you so much for tuning in here this afternoon, and have a great rest of your week. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hocking.